Hello.
Hello.
We're here.
Are we?
This is our new thing. Are we?
Are
One of
we
these
though?
days it's just gonna be silent.
Yeah, no.
Time to play weekly Sims.
Yups. Yep.
Today we're gonna play Doctor.
Yes.
But not like that.
Yeah.
So one of us is very headachy today. So
Well,
I'm gonna be gentle with what.
Frickin' talking about me like that. One of us is headachy. I've got a headache. Again.
Oh, hello, Kida. Good to see you.
Hello.
So we're just gonna take it easy. Maybe we should ask
Yeah.
Strawberry to check your head.
Yes, maybe. Maybe she can diagnose me with something. Yeah, no. So it's going to be an extremely chill stream today.
Yeah.
Because I'm fleeby and I've been doing garden work, so I'm even fleebier.
Yeah, you've done so much. Like after the first mowing of the lawn.
First mowing the lawn of the year. I hate it. I hate mowing
Yeah.
the lawn. It feels like desecration.
But we live in our
Suburbia. It's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Strawberry Sundae.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Other than business as usual.
Yup. Oh yeah, she's out right now. That's fun.
At least the dog. I mean, sorry.
You what?
Small dog update. I know, no big ones.
Okay.
But like people have been wondering about Terry and her poor
Oh,
leggy.
her foot.
She's doing a little
She
bit
does
better.
seem to be doing a bit better, yeah.
But touch wood.
Yeah, fingers
Like
crossed.
every single time we say anything about on stream about the dogs feeling better, they just seem to like implode.
Yeah.
So clearly it's cursed.
Yeah.
God, it's also like when we were starting the stream, like it seems like I'm updating, and we're like, oh crap.
Yeah.
That's a segue and a half. Sorry. Neither of us has
a
been
bit.
sleeping that well lately
I was
because of
gonna
the doggos, but it's getting better now.
Oh, speak for yourself.
Yeah. Get your Sims out. Click on the phone to begin traveling. Well, Sims get to travel
Well, she's travelled to play chess, so she's late for work.
because she's playing chess.
Because she's playing chess, yeah. Okay, how you doing? You doing okay? Let's go to work.
I like how we just dive right in there with her.
Yeah.
She's like, in the
In the
park?
park, playing chess, yeah. Can I go with you to work, please?
I have to say, the way her portrait is cut off, like her hair,
Yeah, it's not great.
it's kind of wild.
Whee! Okay. Can we go to work with you? That's the important question.
Yeah. Yeah, Kida wants to travel so bad. Like, yeah, same. I mean, the thing is, like, I haven't really traveled forever because we have our dogs. So we're kind of stuck. But my
Yes.
god, do I want to travel again.
Yes.
I miss it. Wistful sigh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really count my trips in the Netherlands as travel.
Well, that wasn't really.
It wasn't a trip
that
for
wasn't,
one.
That was more of a.
A trip makes it sound like, I
you
just
had a good
decided to go
time.
on a holiday.
No.
No. It was dying family member in case anybody, like,
Yeah.
wonders. It's like, no.
Okay, she came back from work.
But I will say, airports during COVID times are a wild ride.
Well, it's definitely interesting that you. I mean, like.
Yeah, I got to experience the
Yeah.
crazy...
Like, I don't necessarily want to say that I'm glad you experienced it,
No.
but.
It's definitely something I can add to my resume of being
Yeah.
a millennial.
Yeah. And what a resume it is. Okay, so first thing we do on stream is pay some bills. Legend. Oh yeah, no, so Strawberry Sundae went off to work without us today. Which was rude. But fine. Okay, what does she want? Oh yeah, she wants to be an acquaintance of the animals.
So hello, Sustain. Good to see you.
Hello. Animals, huh?
Should have come a vet then.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
She doesn't actually like humans.
Yeah.
Kira asked if you set the save timer.
Ooh.
Kira having your back here.
Kira, the real freaking MVP here today. Thank you for understanding that I'm... What do you mean set up a new alarm? What do you mean set up a new alarm? Where's my default alarm?
Uh-oh.
Fitbit. No, I don't...
It's bad enough that our
Yeah,
heater
no.
lost its fucking, like... So we have a heater, like... that needs to be connected to the internet to know when it needs to come on, and it suddenly pretends that it doesn't have any timers anymore.
Yeah.
It's like I do not perceive it. Now, it's not that much of a big deal anymore, but if it had done this during the winter, I would have kind of perished.
Yeah. Because we kind of set it to come on pretty early before we come in the morning. Because this is really the only room that we actually use. So it's pretty much the only room we heat.
Yet our bill is so high.
Save timer set. Thank you.
Let's go.
Can we get an MVP in chat? And we do. We have an MVP in chat.
Yes.
It's you.
So again, I'm still taking suggestions for emotes.
Yes.
I need to get on that.
You do. Okay. Do you have enough points? No, you do not have enough points. Mostly because we're no pets. Do we want to give her a pet?
I mean, yeah, she looks like the kind of person who'd have a cat.
Yeah, she does actually. A cat.
She's definitely a cat lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like also with her hours, like if she's at the clinic, you
Yeah,
don't
that's
want
true.
a dog.
She's not going to be having a dog, is she? I think I've probably accidentally given my Sims a disproportionate number of "Hey, I want an animal."
Are you projecting?
Yeah, clearly, because the 2 dogs that we've got aren't enough. I would like a cat, but
Yeah.
yeah, I could just select a new aspiration.
I mean, you
But
could.
I don't think.
I just say, just give her a, like.
You see, this is the same as Kiwis. Successfully train out 2 misbehaviors, successfully train out 4.
Yeah,
so
that's a bit of a
actually,
shit. Yeah, we're gonna.
that's not that fun. And
No.
since I haven't done it yet.
Nah, let's do another one. What about like?
Okay, so I'm gonna say she's probably not gonna want to be a bodybuilder. No. Knowledge,
No.
maybe?
Oh well, knowledge.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, this not so much. I mean, I mostly hate this because it's like own a rocket ship. Have you seen how big those damn things are? But I think maybe I'll make her a nerd brain.
Also, what does location do?
Oh, that's just like, it's from the island one.
Oh right.
So like
Beach life.
basically,
Yeah. No,
yeah.
that's not really something where we
It's-
can get anywhere here.
I mean, it's fine, but it would basically mean that we'd have to spend a lot of our stream working up enough money to go to the beach.
Yeah. No.
Which, you know, it's one thing going to the jungle. Yeah, I'm gonna give her the nerd brain one. Mostly just annoyed because it means I'm gonna have to slam a rocket ship in her garden, which kind of defeats the aesthetic, but
Yeah. Well, once it's. Yeah.
yeah, we'll work on that. I don't think it's such a random thing as well. Like, finish reading 3 books, achieve levels 3 logic skill, repair or upgrade an object, craft an object on the woodworking table, because that seems very like achieve level 6 logic skill, achieve level 5 handiness skill, own a rocket.
Like just a
And then
concept.
achieve
Like
level 10 logic and upgrade 5 objects. Fix or upgrade 5 objects. Like,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much like. I mean, these are all fine, but they're not really what I want to start with.
No.
Also, this one is a pain in the ass. Because you have to be like friends with a bajillion people.
Yeah.
Which I'm bad at, because unless I spend my Sims' entire day calling people up on the phone, I let friendships slip.
Yeah.
So. No.
You know, that's toxic behavior, Sims.
Yeah. What have I got? There it is. I lost it. I do not have the knowledge skill. Okay, cool. Great. Now all she has to do is read books. Where would I even put a rocket? I guess like here somewhere, maybe? Like this could be like the lead up to the rocket, I guess. Just this cute little avenue of...
Yeah, just put the yeah.
My aesthetic. Maybe I could just demolish the gazebo. And put a rocket there. Oops. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet.
Yeah, right?
Rip
I mean...
gazebo.
Nobody...
Press F in chat for gazebo.
Press F... to pay respects to the dead dread gazebo. Yeah, relationships do, in fact, degrade disturbingly fast in 4. I agree. I hate it. Mostly because every single time I open these people's friendship things, I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure you are friends with at least 5 or 6 other people. Except apparently she's made a ridiculous number of friends. I guess it's because she is now friends with everyone she's ever treated as a doctor.
That's creepy, girl.
Last time we played Strawberry, these two were the same age. That's fine.
She lied.
Yeah, oh, is that you lonely? Okay, call someone then. Who do you like? Peach. You like Peach? Let's chat with Peach. I need to keep better notes about like who's friends with who and like who's dating who.
Oh, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna start a wiki with like the relationships?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. No. I'm gonna start a ridiculously large flowchart for my personal what's-its.
That's valid.
My personal what's-its are valid, thank you. Thank you for confirming. What is even the next event coming up? Every time I haven't played for a while. Oh, it's prank day tomorrow. I wish I could get rid of prank day. Oh, I can. Yes.
Why can't you get rid of prank day?
I don't know, but I can now. Brilliant. Excellent. Wonderful.
Maybe that was the updates.
I killed prank day.
What are we gonna put instead? Because for every holiday you take away, you must make a new one.
Alright.
Those are the rules.
Okay. It's important. On Sausage Fest we clean.
We clean our sausages?
Yeah. Yes, we clean our sausages. We...
Yeah, that...
We... We wear costumes.
Yeah.
And we, streak. Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely definitely a.
We don't, however, get the day off work.
Cancel.
Sausage Fest is cool, but it's not that cool.
No, but what you're saying is we're streaking at work.
Yes. Perfect. It's a sun. It's perfect. Excellent. Sausage Fest Sunday. My favourite. I'm not allowed nice things. Okay, let's purchase some books, shall we? Skill books. I'm pretty sure they count as. Ooh. Okay, what skills is she gonna learn? Archaeology, baking, charisma, comedy. Wait, there should be. Logic. I think there's a rocket science around here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Rocket science. You can buy those. Actually, you might as well also buy the programming. Why not? And while we're at it, you can buy the logic books. Beep. Cool.
So outdated. No, ebooks.
Yeah, I know. And then we can read rocket science. And then we can read programming. And then we can fast forward that because, you know, Nobody wants to see us read books in real time. Unless you do, in which case, no. Yay! She reached logic level 4. Excellent. Can we read a book? No. We didn't finish reading that book. Maybe it doesn't count as a book.
This is all going well.
Yeah. I'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
Still can't decide whether or not oh, okay, I broke the sink. Sorry, hon. That's right, you sleep. You just nothing happening down here. Just a small flood. Just a tiny one. But it's okay because you wanna fix it. Actually, all I'm doing is just setting you up for I mean, she wants to fix stuff. Crud. My work starts in an hour. Get leftovers quick. Oh, she really loves dressing up. Shit. Okay. Well,
why is that an issue?
Well, no, it's great. It's just I'm just disappointed that I can't dress up as a sausage.
Yeah, actually, what the fuck? Not even a hot dog.
Yeah, right.
I really would have expected the Sims to have a hot dog suit.
Pizza delivery doctor. Perfect. Yeah, you would think, right? I mean, The Sims 3 definitely had a, yeah, let's go to the hospital.
Yeah.
This is what crashed my PC that one time.
Yeah. So
if we suddenly disappear, that's why. Either that or Dee's pulled the internet out again with her leg.
Okay, so I switched the cables around. This time
This time the cable has the doohickey that makes the clicky noise.
Yeah. Like, so one of our cables, like... The thing is, it works still fine, and it's a really long cable, and it's a pain in the ass to pull it through the entire house again.
Yes, it is. I just find it really funny that the last time it happened, we just had like a little 30-second stream in the middle where it kind of reconnected, but didn't.
But
it's just me going, wait, are we still? And you being like, no, we are not. And me being like, fuck's sake. And you being like, I didn't do anything.
Exactly, it was hilarious.
That was it. It was a delight. Okay, what are we doing?
And the thing is, like, it didn't show up straight away. It got uploaded later while we were streaming, so thanks for that, OBS.
Yeah, right?
Like, I double-checked. It's like, oh, no, I better not have some weird stream in between. Didn't show up.
Yeah.
Later, oh, yeah, by the way... I didn't notice. You noticed the next day.
I did
was like,
notice the next day.
So if you heard that bit, yeah, that's our like influencer cover blown.
Yeah.
Cancelled now.
Yeah. Excellent. We can transfer you to this person. Check a patient's
Well, it's
eyes.
definitely not running. I mean, dropping frames like no tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true, which is good. But now I have to analyze the patient's sample. It's very important. We're doing good. Discuss general health with admitted patient. Okay, can I discuss your general health? Yes. Wowie.
Do you also get to use the weird freakish machines at the back there?
Which ones?
The ones at the top
These
of
bad
the screen.
boys.
Yeah, no, yeah, those weird pulp things, whatever the hell they are.
Which ones?
Those.
Oh, what, those ones?
Yeah.
You know, I actually don't even know what they are. I mean, I guess eventually, yeah. Use a social referral to this object after providing the required diagnosis on a patient or attending a pregnant sim needing surgical treatment.
Okay.
I don't want to use those. They're afraid.
You are not.
That is frightening. Thank you. Hello, I discussed general health with admitted patient. Excuse me. Do what I told you to. Run. Yeah. Oh, okay, fine. We'll go over here. Discuss general health. We don't need you. There we go. Okay. Can I swab ya? No.
Wow.
Fine. I can transfer the patient's case to this guy again. Yeah.
Just a whole day. It's like, no, I don't feel like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I swab you? No. How boring. Can't even check your temperature. Check your temperature.
I'm shocked.
Gonna take your temperature while you're talking to this other nice person. Oh, can I swab you for? Hang on. Where are we? Admit.
Admit what?
The patient.
I don't admit to anything. I'm innocent.
Admit it. I like that there's no janitorial staff in this hospital. There's just trash everywhere. It's brilliant.
That's actually pretty horrifying.
Excuse me. Where is? Oh, examine. Swab. Swab for sample. Take temperature. Yeah, no, it freaks me out. There's like no. Ew, no, ew, hate.
What?
Sorry, whoops, Strawberry fumbled while trying to get a tissue sample from Emmanuel Albert. She will need to try again with more care and less hygiene hazards to get a good patient sample for analysis. I don't like it.
Oh my god!
Sorry, but I'm gonna try again. Check eyes. A viable tissue sample was successfully... Thank fuck for that. Analyze sample. Quick, before I vom. Oh no, I have to check your ears too. Yes, I can. Ha ha ha. I'm a good doctor.
I have to say,
she wasn't.
Speaking of like,
oh, I'm only level 2. Jeez.
Sid had to get a blood sample taken last week, and I'm still amazed that it only took 30 seconds for them to get the result. I mean, 30 seconds, 30 minutes for them to get the results.
Yeah, it was really crazy.
Yeah, like I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Do you just put it in a crazy fast spinning machine? Like.
Yeah, I guess there's got to be some kind of. Cool. Now you can research health reports online. You've got 2 more hours of your shift. Let's zoom. Don't need to treat people.
I like how these poor people are just queuing. Like.
Oh no. Yeah, they are, right? Okay.
Like, please let me in.
You. Can I deliver medication to someone? Treat? Deliver medication? I guess, you know. Can I swab you again? No. Thanks. It's probably a good thing.
Hello, dear. Good to see you.
Hello.
Welcome to our hospital adventures.
I'm good at this.
We just failed a tissue sample taking.
Yeah.
And I'm still traumatized.
Oops. No. Stay late. Yeah, no, I'm still traumatized also. No, it's not good. Where am I? Where have I even gone? Oh, over here. Did I not deliver medication? Excuse me.
Like, why are you the one delivering the medication?
Well,
like, you're not a nurse, are you?
No.
Actually, what's your profession? What's Strawberry's profession?
She's an orderly. Okay, she's just a standing around kind of person, apparently. Excuse me, treat starry eyes with meds. Thank you very much. Much obliged.
Are those people still waiting, out of curiosity?
Yes, they are.
What is the receptionist doing?
Well, the receptionist's waiting for the orderly to come and tell these people that they can finally be cured. They've been standing around all day. It's kind of embarrassing.
It's like the walk-in clinic back when we still had one.
Yes, exactly.
I miss it.
Swab.
Okay,
Temperature.
like, legitimately, just for those who don't know, we used to in our town have a walk-in clinic, which is kind of, for our American friends, it's kind of like if you have a minor injury or something that is not very, like, you don't need to see a doctor for, but you could see a nurse for. That's kind of how it works, isn't it? Like, minor burns, like a cut, like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But ours literally exploded, our local walk-in clinic.
You literally.
Like,
literally exploded. The oxygen tanks went up. We heard a massive bang one night. like, massive bang.
Yeah.
And we were like, holy shit, did like a building blow? Yes, a building did. Yeah. The oxygen tanks went. And the whole thing just burned to the ground. Including, unfortunately, the hospice.
Yeah.
That was nearby. That was funded by like a local cancer charity.
I still think it's a setup.
Oh,
I
definitely.
refuse to believe.
I'm positive.
Because they haven't rebuilt it.
No, well, not only have they not rebuilt it, they've been trying to build houses on the space that was cleared. Which, you know, I don't know.
This is like really expensive, like prime, like those will cost millions, those houses.
Yeah.
Considering the location, because it's in the middle of the town center. And they probably didn't want it in the town center because it's valuable. And like people have been asking for to get a walking clinic back, and they're like, no, sorry, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sus.
It's
our
super
council
sus.
is super.
Our council is extremely sus.
So.
You know.
Also, really, the oxygen tanks exploded.
Well,
like...
I mean, yeah, like I know the oxygen tanks are kind of on the explosive side, but I don't know, how easy is it for?
Yeah,
we
exactly.
also don't even know what happened, like what caused the fire.
And it was also not
it's
just
a mystery.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and it's not just a little explosion either. Like there wasn't like. I mean, the next day I cycled past, and there were like bricks like all the way onto like basically the road.
Yeah. It was literally there was a big bada boom.
It's like...
bada boom. Yeah, it was yeah. It went pop. So that was fun. Yeah, but no. So now they're basically like at one point your medical like it was in the library, or was that the other one?
No, it was in the library, and then it moved to.
Then it moved to the other nearby town, and now it's in a porter cabin.
Yeah, it's still like.
Basically,
it's
been years.
It's been like 3 years. Like my GP is just like my GP was there as well. Like two GP centers, and they just have temporary buildings.
Yeah.
And so they already got rid of the pharmacy that used to be part of it.
Well, the one that was next door, basically, yeah. But that pharmacy's been there since before the medical center. Like that pharmacy was there my whole life.
Yeah.
And they've got rid of that now.
Yeah, because it was also in temporary, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. I don't know who did it. I'm gonna say the local mafia. Oh, but this is oh, yeah, we don't talk about
we
those.
don't talk about that because there's a chance they exist.
Yeah, no, there's also a thing, like, the town I'm actually also from in the Netherlands. I mean, I'm not actually from there, but we used to live. Like, Hilversum, half of that town is actually owned by a mafia.
Yeah, well, one of our landlord, for one thing.
Yeah.
From back in the...
like, he got in touch, like, with the guy who helped him buy his house. And that guy was just a fucking mafiosa, and it was fucking awful.
I don't think he was a mafiosa.
Well, no, but in behaviour, like...
I think mafioso might be the word you were
Mafioso,
looking
thank
for,
you,
possibly.
yes.
Okay, you know what we do on Sausage Fest?
Strip?
We streak!
But yeah, no, it's kind of wild, like, yeah!
Yeah!
Rich areas,
we
because...
streak past Papaya's house! Yeah!
Perfect.
Yeah, I made a new festival. It's called Sausage Fest. She almost got hit by a car.
Well, YOLO.
Oh my god, she's really... Oh, everyone's doing it. That's alright then.
Oh, this is this is a great festival.
Everyone just... This is brilliant. I love this. I'm honestly so glad.
This is a fantastic festival. And also they don't have the day off, so...
No, they have to go to... Oh, there's another one. Here.
Well, everybody's very dedicated to Sausage Fest. Everybody's feeling it.
Well, I hope not.
No. Does this mean all your patients will also just show up naked?
I hope not, also. Yeah, we got... None of my characters are doing this. Which is a shame. Except Strawberry, obviously.
That's a real shame.
This is a hell of a long streak. How many hours has she been doing this for?
Yeah, Papaya in his house, sipping tea and watching us. Interesting.
Yep. Accurate description of Papaya's reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Like, huh. Yep, we successfully did Sausage Fest.
Good job!
Now you can call Papaya and apologise, can't you?
Too late.
Oh, we've got someone else striking it. I love this! It's brilliant! Oh, we've got more.
Good lord.
Who's this? Oh, I hate this. Okay.
What do you hate?
There we go. I was trying to see who was streaking.
Ah.
But I hate that I can't hover over them.
No, that is
I mean, I can hover over them, but they go faster than...
Yeah. But no, rich areas are super corrupt. To go back to real life talk for a second, like it's always the rich areas that we're talking about here.
Well, I mean, yeah, the rich areas are where the corrupt people live and do their business. And then the poor areas are the ones that they poop on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've successfully run all her needs down into the toilet. Time to feed her.
Yeah, that's also how my depression works.
Yup. What, you go streaking and then you feel really, really bad about yourself. Uh-huh. Yep. Let's read a book. Crisis Barn looks like fun. Okay. Eat.
Crisis Barn?
I don't know. Hang on, what's the...
Is that like... Animal Farm,
Crisis
but
Barn.
like...
Genre mystery by Jim Spuddleton. When humble family man Ira Strauss left the big city to start a farm, he never expected to find a dead French diplomat face down in the hay. Can Ira's uncanny nose for detail and way with the livestock help to catch the killer before the FBI tears his barn apart? First in the epic Ira Strauss mystery series.
Right, I was gonna say, is it late stage capitalism, Animal Farm, but you know what, I'll go with
Crisis Barn. Yes. Crisis Barn 2021 is actually the...
That's the modern adaptation?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can't. But yeah. Woking, apparently, is very mafia run. According to...
You know,
according to one of my friends, who shall remain unnamed, but then he might also be a conspiracy nut. There is a chance. That's a small chance that he might be a conspiracy nut. But yeah, Sausage Fest was successful. Go us. We did good, chat.
Well done.
Yay. Okay. Yes, we'll join her.
Wait, what?
It's in work.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to zoom ahead. Zoom. Gotta get things done. Gotta go fast.
I'm so glad I'm currently taking a break from Twitter because I swear, like, every 5 seconds at the moment there's a new drama. If it's not the furry fandom, it's like other things. I'm like,
yep.
Guys, 2020 is still in my mind.
Yep. Okay, I gotta greet 3 patients.
Treat 3 patients, wow.
Greet.
Oh, greet.
Does knock jokes count? Can I do this? Can I, like, introduce myself to them fun and neat? Go.
Or just walk up to them and go, knock knock, who's there?
Well, yeah, he's there. Doctor who? Wii U. I don't know.
Oh!
I don't friggin' know. Is that what you do?
Fuck.
What?
That one just hurt, okay?
Yeah, honestly, I can... I'm relatively sure that's like a joke from my childhood. I don't think I can take responsibility for it.
You better not.
I
may have to
backed myself into a corner and I had to improvise. And since I lacked the ability to verbally make the noise of a TARDIS, I had to go for the Wii U bit. Frickin', I don't know. How do I greet 3 patients? Hi. Okay, cool. I just introduced myself to them. Brilliant. Can I swab you for a sample? Thanks. Got a treat.
I just like this idea of, like, her showing up as like, okay, hello, how you doing?
I'ma swab you. I may fuck this up. Yup, she fucked it up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sample. Sample time.
Like, she shouldn't. Like, imagine if you. Actually, then again, I'm not really surprised that she fucks it up. My experiences with nurses hasn't been great either.
Yeah, honestly, true. My worst experience one time when I was at school getting one of those, you know, standard school vaccine type things. I think it was like TB. That's one of them, right? That's the one. That's the janky one that leaves the scar, right?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Anyway, the BCG. That's the one that leaves the scar, which I think is for TB.
I don't have any that left scars.
Really?
No.
The one that you get like the test for to see if you can actually get it. Like it leaves like little dots on your...
What did you say? Which one was
BCG. It leaves a scar.
B?
It's B-C...
G.
Bravo Charlie Golf.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm just looking it up. It's the tuberculosis one.
It is tuberculosis. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like the other day when I was talking about the fact that our dog's thyroid, he might have hypothyroidism. When I accidentally started talking about his hemorrhoid levels being low. Because my brain just said, yes, hemorrhoid.
Yes, oh my god.
That makes sense. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is TV. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I mean, that so much. Not the punching your arm thing. But yeah, you get the test, and yeah.
Sorry, I'm just quickly looking something
But
up.
it leaves a big fat freaking scar on your arm. At least it left a big fat one on mine and pretty much everyone else I ever met. Anyway, so when I got that one, the nurse, like, she jabs me with the needle, and I'm thinking, okay, that's not so bad, actually. That was fine. It didn't hurt as much as I expected. And then she just says, oops. And I'm like, oops. Oops. What does that mean? Oops. Anyway, she gave it to me again, so I'm going to assume that for some reason the first time it didn't. Anyway, so I don't like needles. Why they punch? That's not okay.
We don't get it in the Netherlands unless one of the parents comes from an area where tuberculosis is still a common thing. It used to be a thing because I know that, like, my ex-stepmother has the vaccine.
Yeah?
So, and she's, like, 50. So I think around, like, I think millennials no longer got vaccinated for it because it was basically extinct.
Really? TB extinct?
In where, basically, yeah, it was no longer
not
deemed necessary.
So much over here. Well, did we still get it over here?
I don't actually know.
I thought that when you googled it.
No, sorry,
it
it's for
Ah, it's not common in the UK, but they just keep the vaccine going for best kids. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, but in the Netherlands, because it's such a nasty vaccine.
Is it?
Yeah, it leaves a scar, like all that.
Well, I mean, yes, that's true.
But that's one of the reasons why I think they got rid of it. But yeah, they eated it out of the regular. Unless you're in a risk group, they don't give you the vaccination in the Netherlands.
I kind of just assumed it was one of those ones that, like, I mean, because it was one of those things that you always used to. Well, I say you always. Like, I know my parents always used to point and laugh every time there was, like, a period drama and anyone had a bare arm and they were like, oh, BCG scar, ha ha ha. Because, of course, that's like, I'm like, yeah, but they didn't have TV back then either. So, ooh, period drama.
Jeez, yeah.
Suspendeth thy disbelief.
God.
My parents are wankers sometimes.
Yeah.
Who think they're clever. We scanning somebody in the X-ray machine. Are you happy?
Yes.
I just randomly picked this person at random for an X-ray scan. I don't think he needs it.
It's just a colleague. It's like, here, in the X-ray machine you go.
Get in. It's also, I've been really slacking off today because we were talking about vaccines and stuff. The results of the X-ray scan are inconclusive. I'm sorry, bud. You may be dying. Examine patient? Oh no, I can't.
Oh my god, sorry. Okay, dog. Out of my hoodie you go.
Right, I'm gonna take your temperature, friend. Okay. Stay late. I'm
You're a good
gonna
girl.
swab you.
You're a good boy. Go.
This time I'm gonna actually not screw up. Okay, first toilet. Can I? Oh, I can actually buy the no pee thing again.
Aha!
Where is it gone? Where you gone? Where you gone? Where you gone? There you are. Hello. Gimme. Doctors shouldn't have to pee. It's really inconvenient.
Honestly, yeah.
Right? I think that should be mandatory. Excuse me. Swab him. What? Swab the decks.
Yeah.
And then I should probably transfer the poor lad. Oh, can I not do that? Well, I'll transfer you then. Can I do that? Hello? Excuse me? Transfer patient case. Why can I not? There we go. Oh, of course it's under examine. I'm an idiot. Analyze the I can't analyze the sample because this machine is yes. Analyze patient sample. Don't repair that. That's for another day. Why were we talking about the TB vaccination? Oh yeah, because the nurse said oops, and that's traumatic.
Yeah, honestly, I don't blame you.
Check a patient's eyes. Yeah, you know what? Why not? You can be my test subject for today. I mean, I'll be helping you today. Okay, well, in order to help you, I'm going to need to transfer you to... Oh, I can't do that. Okay. Oh, I can rescan you in the X-ray machine. Can I? Yeah.
Rescan.
Let's do it again! Yeah, this will not be a problem. I hear. On the same day. Nothing can go wrong.
No. This seems legit.
This is
nothing.
fine.
Nothing weird here.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely not a problem. Yeah, okay. Well, today wasn't great, and we left... I think we'll just leave the patient in the X-ray machine. So we're going home now. So, what have I learned? Don't talk about vaccinations while Strawberry's at work, because I will cup. Anyway, yeah. Bills again? Excuse me, we just had them. We just had them.
I really hate it when these games get realistic.
Yeah.
Do you mean I just paid my bill?
What do you mean? I paid that already this year.
Do you mean it's next year?
Yeah,
What do you mean it's no longer 2020?
What am I doing? Reading books? Telling lies? Open your mouth.
Ha ha ha. God, I don't miss that.
No. I mean, no, I don't. I mean, I enjoy reminding you of it, because it's funny to remind you.
Yes, anyway.
Yeah. Read the book. You don't need to do anything but read. You don't need friends. Only read. You're fine. Then you can call up Peach. When does she actually... Okay, we just started a work week, so we've got to do that a few more times.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, you go ahead and make you that. What are you making? Pancakes. That's a perfect 9:45 p.m. food. It is, in fact.
One of these days we should make pancakes.
It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm not 100% sure if these cupboards were a good choice for gameplay purposes. This is
Details.
fine. This is fine. I can see perfectly.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, great. This is what we want.
It clips out those walls randomly all the fucking time, but these cupboards, no, they stay.
Yeah. The cupboards are a furniture item, so therefore they are considered important. What's that? You're going to bed? Yeah, alright. I'll let you do that. Yeah, I forgot I put this X-ray thing in her bathroom. It gives quite a nice light, don't you think? Slightly horrifying, but pretty.
Just put a different picture in it. So, actually, wouldn't that be really cool? Why don't more people do that?
What, to put like a...
Like those light boxes with like, you know, like basically photography cells. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
it would be cool. I feel like that was a thing at one point. Take a shower. I feel like that was something that... I guess... Okay. I mean, that would involve having it plugged in all the time, though.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of... or, like, running on battery or whatever.
Yeah.
So it would be kind of a switch on for decoration only kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah, sure, you can read a book. I mean, it's almost time for work, but you go ahead and read a book. I just casually dunk my finger in my tea, because why not? Well, that's how I tell its drinking temperature, right? Accidentally dunk my finger in and see if I notice.
Yes. You're right.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is going to be today's stream, just me being a bad doctor.
Yeah,
but not that kind of bad
ever
doctor, am I right? Oh, so naughty. Okay.
Doctor.
What?
Oh shoot, that was a Dutch reference, never mind.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
That was literally a show called Doctor.
Repair broken medical equipment. Oh. Where's the broken medical equipment?
Why is that your problem for that matter?
No, right? Why is that? Where is it?
Technician? No!
Where is? I want to repair it.
Dude, you can't even take samples. Why the fuck are you eligible?
Yeah, right? But none of it's broken. Are you broken? Calibrate?
Yes,
Does that
I am,
count?
but...
Yeah, I wasn't talking to you. No, that doesn't count. Yeah, I am also terrible at the follow your sim to work things. This is the first time I've actually done it was when we were on stream. Oh, the first you don't work out. You're at work. That's not what that means. Okay, so there's no broken medical equipment, which I feel is cheap, since it's telling me that I should repair it. Well, swab a patient for a sample. Swab. Ooh, scan a patient's body. We are getting, where are we? Scan body. Oh, excuse me, that's my patient. Get out. Leave.
You're gonna compete!
Exeunt. Pursued by a bear.
Wait, what?
What? It's Shakespeare. Shut up.
Oh! For a second I thought that was what was wrong with this patient. The
He's
patient
being
was sitting there
pursued
going
by a
like,
bear.
yes!
Yeah, that would be a medical problem. I'm gonna check your ears. No, apparently I'm not. Oh, I see. If it's red, they've already been diagnosed. That makes so much more sense. I'm gonna
Why
check.
don't I say that, like, when you start this?
Well, see, that would discount the learning process, wouldn't it? Detract from. Discount what? Ooh, Winterfest starts tomorrow. Oh, great. Check a patient's ears. Did I do that? Did I not do that? Excuse me? Check. Ears. Cool. I have now treated one patient. Brilliant.
Let's all clap.
Let's.
Because that's how you pay carers, by clapping.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
1
year anniversary. Whee.
Oh, don't.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Yeah, I get to scan. I'm gonna irradiate you. Enjoy.
I also like the fact that you don't do any preparations. Just go into the machine. It's cool.
Yeah, it's a magic X-ray machine. Seriously, where is this broken medical equipment that I'm supposed to be repairing? No joke. I think it's got its panties in a twist because this was broken yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh yeah, stuff was broken.
That machine legitimately terrifies me.
Which, this one?
Yeah. It's like those ones at the airport, but
one.
worse.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. Okay. Well, now I've got to check your eyes and swab you for a sample because, you know, I'm just mean like that. Oh no, I've already swabbed you? No. Well, fine, you then. Swab.
Alright.
Can I take your temperature? I asked you a question, oh my god.
No.
Oh. My mum got one of those distance temperature thermometer.
That was wild, yeah.
Yeah, like for her birthday. And she was just like pointing it at regular household objects and taking their temperature. Like being like, look, I can do this. It's like, I don't. She was like, look, I can take this cup of tea's temperature. Which is actually quite handy.
Yeah.
I've got to say.
I mean, yeah.
Like,
I'm not arguing there, but...
You know. I actually want one of those.
Okay, well, now I know what to get
for
for
my
your
birthday.
You don't want it for your birthday?
I wanna.
What do you want for your birthday?
I don't want anything for my birthday.
It's next week.
I know. I'm trying to forget. This is going to be my second lockdown birthday. It's quite exciting. And by exciting, I mean not at all exciting. I don't even know what kind of cake I'm going to make this time. Last time I didn't even make a cake. It was great. I mean, I love making myself a cake.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes nice just to eat the tackiest cake in the shop
I bought this horrific cake.
It was brilliant.
Alright, Dio, enjoy your dinner.
Ah, yes.
And we'll try not to kill any patients, but no promises.
No promises whatsoever. Cool. But I just transfer. Yeah, there we go. Quite. Now I'm going to check your ears. But I would like to treat my patients, please. Because if I don't treat my patients, I don't get a promotion. Wow, look at them really piling up in here, huh? Eh.
You know, I've never had a funfetti cake.
Yeah, no, I've never had a funfetti cake. That's, I know what they are, but we don't really get them.
No.
Or maybe we do these days, quite frankly.
Oh, I haven't seen them. Like, I'm used to Dutch, we call them pies, not cakes. Because we don't tend to have cake a lot of the time. We tend to, well, you know, the apple pies and stuff, that's very Dutch. And otherwise we have, everything is really fruit-based in the Netherlands. Like other, or it's like a chocolate cake.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, we get...
You're more of like a tart kind of country.
Yeah, it's really tarts, like vlaaien, which are basically tarts. So that's mostly popular. And we have rice-based cakes, which are actually some of my absolute favorites.
Yeah.
Because that's dessert rice, isn't it? Is that the right word?
Right, rice pudding kind of.
Yeah, but it's yeah, exactly. It's kind of like rice pudding cheesecake.
Yeah.
And it's A++, but it's difficult to make. It's not that common. And besides that, we have, yeah. I mean, funfetti cake is essentially if you take hagelslag and you put it in a cake.
Yes. You know, I should try doing that one of these days.
Yeah.
Except, yeah, I guess then you can't, like, mix it too much.
No, I suppose not.
Well.
But then it just has fantastic sprinkles for bread. And this is just those sprinkles on cake. But I guess these are kind of more like sugary ones, isn't it? Like they kind of just taste sweet.
I guess I wouldn't know.
I mean, these things
Yeah,
are kind of like
hagelslag.
sugary.
probably don't hold their shape as well as the slightly sugarier ones. Great. She did a good job. We did a good job. We got gold rating.
Oh yeah.
But I still haven't treated that many patients. What I need to do is wait for the other doctors to diagnose them, and then swoop in when they've got those nice red tags and treat them like a boss, a doctory boss. Yeah, you know what? Go jogging. I know you just got home from work, but you're a doctor. You're supposed to be like, I don't know, driven or something. Analyze a book. No, you don't get to get water. Every time anyone gets water. Okay, fine. Your social need is low.
I see. I start. Yeah, I now have to look it up because I want to make some.
Yeah, if that's what you want to. If you want to make that. For my birthday.
The only problem is, look, the bloody thing looks savoury. It's not.
It does, doesn't it? It kind of looks like a quiche.
Yeah. I'll
rice
link.
pudding cake, basically.
Yeah, like this.
Actually, there rings a bell that there's something like that that I have avoided my whole life.
The thing is, I don't know if we can get the correct rice in the UK.
Probably not. Well, we can have a bash if you want.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I might
matter
have
if
a
it's
look.
horrible. I mean,
But yeah, here's a link to what it looks like. It just, this is a Belgian website, but yeah. It looks savoury, like a quiche.
yeah.
But that's basically rice. What you see is like the rice grains with like basically it's a milk sauce in between.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a custard tart, but with rice pudding in it.
Yeah, that's the best way of describing it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely ringing some bells.
And like, I would have thought you hated it, but these days I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I think as a child I was not a fan of its existence.
No.
But as a child I also didn't like rice pudding.
I just remember
Or
having...
cream caramels.
Mm,
Or custard tarts.
and now you kind of merge
And now I
that.
kind of do.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, like this kind of recipe, like in England, it would consider to be too plain, I guess, and not sweet enough.
Yeah,
because
definitely not. It's not sweet. It's. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not savoury, but it's not like pudding sweet.
Mm.
But yeah, I'll admit I am more of a fan of puddings than I am of cake. Which is why I like to be in control of my own cake normally.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, last year I bought this hideous cake from the shop.
You are home. Yes,
It
it was brilliant though.
Mhm. It was a delight.
It had it was like, what did it have in the icing? Like in the frosting in between.
Was it?
It was like jam, but with also like sherbet stuff.
Yeah, sure, but it was ridiculous, and it had all this.
And then it had all those like puffy, sugary rice things,
Yeah.
and all these gummy candies on it, and it was just, it was the worst cake I've ever had in my life. It was amazing.
Yeah, even your mother liked it. Like
Yeah.
we gave her some. We was like, oh, she's gonna hate this. This shop board. She will never accept this. And she's like, no, this is amazing.
It was very enjoyable.
And meanwhile, I'm kind of a cookie person. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're really with the cookies. I'm really with the puddings.
Yeah. Neither of us is really a cake person.
No, I mean every now and then a cake is nice.
Yeah. Cheesecake
If it
is where
wasn't
it's at.
for the fact that it's like still locked down and I can't easily share it with people, I would try and make a little mini replica of that Animal Crossing first birthday cake thing that they put in game.
God, yeah, that'd be so much
Because
fun.
I think that looks really sweet. And by sweet I mean cute, not sweet as in high sugar content. Although
also
probably
does.
yeah. But you know. My only issue is that there's a hell of a lot of fondant on it, so I'd probably end up having to try and replace fondant with other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, a cinnamon apple pie, Keita. That sounds amazing.
Oh yeah, that is like legitimately one of my favorite pies. Full stop. Like yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so
Yeah.
good. this is also the thing, like, a lot of places don't add the cinnamon, and apple pie without cinnamon is just
Certainly
sad.
over here, yeah.
And I don't get why the UK doesn't do it. Like, it's like a key ingredient. You can't...
Every time we have an apple pie, it tends to err on the Bramley side, which is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm accepting of Bramley apple pies.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're far less likely to add cinnamon over here.
Yeah. But yeah, the Dutch ones also have the lace work. Is that another thing? Like in...
Oh, the lattice tops.
Yeah, like, yeah, the lettuce... stop. This is lettuce. Oh my god.
Yes, we put lettuce on our pies.
Yeah, this is a proper Dutch one. It has Dutch flags in it.
Yes.
This is a thing. Okay, so... Nationalism, back when I was growing up, wasn't really a big thing. It's coming back, unfortunately, but overall, the Dutch don't have their flag everywhere, unless they're Prats. Except when it comes to food. We love to put little Dutch flags in our food.
Isn't that partly because, like, of the celebration and stuff?
Yeah.
Because I know, I mean, that's the same with Denmark.
Yeah.
Like, although, that said, in Denmark, it's pretty much standard on high days and holidays to have flags flying.
Yeah,
like
same.
those really long, thin ones, the kind of banner flags.
Yeah.
Usually, a lot of houses have, like, flag poles, and they'll fly, like, the banner flags and stuff.
Yeah, see, we have our Dutch flag, but we also have, like, the orange, tiny, thin edition, which can only be put out during royal-related holidays.
That makes sense.
Because it's like for the royals, because the
King
orange
/ Queen's Day
family. Yes, Queen's Day, exactly that. Also, oh my god, Kida, sorry, you make a good bread pudding. That's... Sorry, I mean bread pudding.
I'm deferring my judgment on bread pudding because I'm not a huge fan. But if it was yours, I would try it.
I've never really had it.
It's for me. I mean, it's yeah. I guess it depends as well. I'm just I'm not a big fan of the textures in it, and the same with like summer pudding and trifle. Anything that's got that kind of bready texture in it. Ooh, almond extract. Is that what almond extract is good in? Okay, so strawberry crumble.
Yes. Oh my god.
Even those really tart, nasty strawberries that are just kind of a little bit janky, a little bit hard, a bit out of season. Almond extract, vanilla, strawberries, crumble on top. I mean, there's sugar in there too. But you know. And then bake that like you would a crumble. And it is amazing. I don't know what it is about the almond and the vanilla, but put that together with the jankiest of strawberries and they become like a jammy dream.
Can confirm.
It's just, almond extract is a magic thing if used properly. And a nightmare if used improperly.
Looking at you, most English fucking...
Well, I'm looking at you, amaretto.
Oh god.
I hate it so much. I'm not actually a big fan of almond stuff.
No, I like them in like chocolate.
I like almonds. But usually anything that's kind of almond flavoured or almond extract-y. Like there was this Baileys we got one time, which we thought would be good.
Vegan Baileys.
Dairy-free vegan Baileys.
Yeah, because Baileys and their dairies.
Yeah, we just thought we'd try it, basically. Yeah. But it just tasted like almond extract. Because they use almond milk, but they also used almond... Just put almond extract.
It doesn't taste like Baileys, essentially. Yeah, very vaguely, it tastes of Baileys.
Yeah,
like
faint Baileys aroma.
But we found out it's great in chocolate cake.
It's amazing in chocolate cake. So replace like milk or whatever with Baileys.
It's the only way this shit can be.
Yeah, we use our rice cooker. We can make like chocolate brownie in our rice cooker, and instead of adding the milk to the recipe, we added Baileys, and it was amazing. I mean, this almond Baileys.
Yeah,
it tasted great. So I'm good with almond extract in things like baked goods, but it's got to be kind of diluted to a certain amount.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
See, I haven't really been raised when it comes to... I mean, I didn't do... baking wasn't really a huge part of my childhood, like at all.
Yeah.
Later in life, like with Francine, she used to teach me a bit of baking, like the riced cake and all that stuff. I primarily grew up with like savory cooking because that's what my dad did.
Mm.
And the other problem is, when I was introduced to baking, I was introduced to sugar-free baking.
Of course.
So I can't apply a lot of it because you have to do complete. The recipes have to be adapted completely because
utterly.
of the yeah. So it's
It's unfortunate.
But yeah, anyway. So that's why I do go a little bit crazy for.
No, thanks for dropping by, Keto. It was nice to see you.
Good
luck
luck
getting your meds and good luck at work.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
But yeah, no, baking,
Yeah.
man.
Sugar-free baking. Mm.
It's definitely a skill.
Yeah.
Like, and we're talking about like 20 years ago. It was also like a lot of the Netherlands didn't have much to offer at all.
Of course. Well, I mean, generally.
Yeah, so you had to use German. Like you had to import stuff from Germany.
Oof.
And she'd like actually go to Germany to pick it up.
Wow.
Like otherwise you couldn't get it. Anyway, enough about that.
Well, no, that's impressive. Dedication.
Yeah. Well, if you can't have sugar, what else are you gonna do? I guess.
Well, no, true. Also, excuse for a little day trip to Germany. Quite frankly, I would do that.
Like legit.
It's
so easy to hop across
I
the
really
border.
miss just being able to do that. I miss when we were living in the Netherlands and we could just go randomly to another country
Yeah.
without having to cross water.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
I mean, it's even harder these days, obviously. I mean, it's triply hard at the moment because you can't leave the country anyway. But yeah. There is something, though, isn't there, about just crossing a border randomly into another country and being like, yeah, I'm in another country, cool. Maybe it always, I don't know, felt extra super special or something to me, because...
Well, it might...
I mean, we used to sometimes go, certainly when I was really young, we'd drop by... Like, when we went on holiday to Denmark to visit family, for a chunk of it, my granddad was living in Frankfurt, Hamburg, and also he was in The Hague for, like, a large chunk of my childhood before he moved back.
Yeah.
And we'd just randomly go across.
Yeah.
Like, just pop to Germany for, like, a couple days and then back to Denmark again.
Mm.
And it always felt weird. Or the Netherlands, which is a long way. I think normally when we'd go to the Netherlands, we'd drop in on our way.
Yeah.
Because, leaving out an important detail here, we used to take the car when I was a kid to Denmark. We didn't, like, go straight on the ferry to Esbjerg. No. We went to, we went Harwich to... No, we didn't. Dover.
Mm-hmm.
We went from Dover to Calais, of course. I was thinking of the Harwich Esbjerg.
Oh, yeah.
Which was really expensive. I don't know how somehow the ferry from Harwich to Esbjerg was more expensive than taking the car from Dover to Calais and then driving from Calais up through, like, the Netherlands, Belgium, the Netherlands, Germany, and then Denmark.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow, apparently it was. Anyway. So that was fun, because when I moved to the Netherlands with you, I was, like, looking at all these places, like, oh, I've driven through there.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Apeldoorn, I know that.
I'm like, ah.
I've driven past that.
Yeah. God.
Yeah. Or better yet, we broke down near here. Good times, crazy days. The number of times, for some reason, we managed to break down in Sweden. It was really weird. I mean, obviously Sweden's not on the way from England to Denmark. It's on the way from Denmark to Bornholm. we'd be going for some reason to catch the ferry to Bornholm, and we would just break down in Sweden like multiple times. The point where my long-standing memory of Sweden is just breaking down there.
So what are you trying to tell me is never go to Sweden? It's cursed?
Yeah. Yeah, seems so. Looks like Peach Melba left. Where'd you leave? Because I had you here too long. Okay, my bad. We gotta open presents together. It's important.
Oh, we're doing a holiday.
Yeah, we're doing a holiday. We're doing Winterfest. I'm bored of Winterfest because I haven't made it myself.
It's just like, nah.
Yay! I was only half paying attention as well because I was talking about driving and breaking down, which is, you know, it's fun. Cool, that was done. Why is complain about festival always like the first festival? I mean, the first option. Welcome back! Did you have good food?
Asking the important questions. Was the food good?
I mean, that is wicked important.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you very much.
Oh, bloody hell. I hope the delivery tomorrow is early.
Oh?
Sorry, God, I was thinking out loud. I realised I was going to go to a post office trip tomorrow, but I also have a pin delivery tomorrow.
Well, I mean, as long as I'm up, I can...
You said it was frozen food. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it fills you up. That's fine.
Yeah. Let's play chess at super high speeds in the snow.
That's
Good
pretty...
times.
Oh, I thought it was like actually outside in the snow.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
that
dude,
seems like a terrible
that's
idea.
pretty epic.
But no, see, it's a nice view.
Why does he still have his coat on?
And because he's an idiot. She does too. So does she. Everyone does.
Does she not have the heating on in our house or something?
Actually, there's a high chance she doesn't.
Did we once again forget to add
oh
a
no,
thermostat?
heating's on. Heating's on. No.
Why?
Bye-bye, Payu. No, don't just sit there and play no chess. Play chess. You must be getting your logic skill up. It's imperative. Get it. Get on it. Speedy, speedy. This is fun. I like to watch my Sims play high-speed chess whilst doing absolutely nothing.
I'm actually gonna be streaming on your birthday.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not streaming on Saturday.
Aren't you? Weren't we gonna do like the full day stream on the Saturday?
No, well maybe. No, I'm not doing that. Not on your birthday. I'm not.
Why not?
Okay.
I mean, it's
Get
just
pizza.
my birthday. What else are we gonna do?
Yeah, true. It's lockdown. Can't do much.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to stream with cake.
Stream with cake. Yes,
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
I don't really mind. I mean, like I said, last year all we did was play Animal Crossing and sit on the sofa and hug the dogs and eat cake.
God, that was so good, though.
It was brilliant. Like, it's not.
I'm looking forward to playing more Animal Crossing again.
Honestly, yeah. I think I've mentioned before. I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah.
But I'm quite far back. I'm still in December. Woodworking table, woodworking table, woodworking table. Where are you? I guess you're in here? Flower arranging table, woodworking table. Beautiful. Yeah, that's pretty aesthetic. Now, if I was this person, where would I put a woodworking table?
I don't like that hesitation. You just put in your voice there.
I don't know where to put it, that's all. Give me a break. Like, she's got a very aesthetic and pretty house, and I don't know where she would put a woodworking table. You know what? What else are weird random gaps at the top of the stairs for,
Yeah, no, you're right.
Gotta craft something at the woodworking table. A horse sculpture. It's important. Stream cake. Yeah, exactly. Strake. No.
I'll be over here.
The cake stream is not a lie.
Well, it is because we're not doing it.
Okay, fine, we won't stream cake. I made a host sculpture. Yeah. Oh, I've got patient samples in my inventory. Oops. Also a pet poop. Did I choose that?
Why?
Hmm.
What? Was this off stream, you think?
No, I think there's a large chance that what I did was pick it up and just drop it in the nearest Sims inventory for funsies. But also I have biological samples. So I'm just gonna sell. Can I sell them? Please tell me I can sell them. Oh no, I can destroy them. I'm gonna destroy them. That feels safe. Horse sculpture! Yay!
Hey.
It's going well. It's fine.
Maybe this is why she no longer wants to become friends with the animals.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yep. Repair or upgrade an object. Well, break something and then we can repair it. Can I upgrade this yet? No.
You have been saving this.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I have. I'm gonna save again though, because my timer says 20 minutes. And I don't remember saving 10 minutes ago.
Perhaps the cake talk was too in.
Yeah, it probably was. Wouldn't want to lose that delicious poop chat. Track, my apologies for losing track of my thoughts while I'm thinking. I'm kind of slow at the moment.
Which is fair.
Well done. Now eat your leftovers and go to bed. Bip. Sleep. And now we fast. I mean, we don't fast. We eat. But we go fast. There we go. Bip. And we have work in the morning before our break, in which we can, I guess, focus on getting our logic skill up and buying a rocket.
Hell yeah.
Oh, she's really hemorrhaging money, huh? Whoops. It's fine. You'd think that a doctor would earn more, but no. She's only a medical assistant, I guess. So
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, only a medical assistant?
yeah, shame, right? I mean, shocking. That's right, play chess. Get that logic skill up, baby. Oh, no, okay, read a book, that's fine too. No, just browse books. Yeah, let's go.
No, your excitement at chess. It's adorable.
Excuse me, I'm not adorable. How dare? I resent that implication. So, oh my god, the other day. I mean, okay, so I was being sarcastic. But we were in the car because the vet, we were taking the dogs to the vet, and we were doing this and that, and we had to go and find somewhere to wait while we waited for the test results. So we were driving around, and I was kind of hangry, and I kind of needed to pee, so I was kind of mean. And I was being kind of sarcastic about it because I was aware that I was being kind of a douchebag, and I know that when I'm being a douchebag, I like to kind of joke about it because I feel like that takes the sting out of it. You know, if you know that you're kind of grumpy and you're being a douchebag but without meaning it, really. If that makes sense. I like to joke about it, and I was just like, you know, I'm sweetness and light. I'm a delight. And everyone in the car started laughing at me. Which is really mean.
We are a delight.
You laughed at me. and my mother also laughed at me, which just upset me. Even though I was, you know, legitimately being stupid. I mean, I was being silly. It was a joke. But also, you all laughed at me.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to laugh at somebody when they say that they were a delight.
No, you're a horror, okay?
Yeah, thanks. I know. Fine, I'll check your eyes and you'll take your swab.
No, thank you, actually.
Alright, you don't want me to check your eyes?
I don't need my eyes swabbed, that's for sure.
I will swab your eyes. Analyze the patient's sample. Maybe don't take it home this time. How does that sound? Medical referral, admit. Medical referral, admit. Medical referral, admit. Amazing. I'm doing a wonderful job. Whee. Ooh, I've got to take your temperature. I've got to take your temperature. I've got to take your temperature. Do you think I'm losing quite a lot of time when I select them? When I'm fast forwarded? Because it takes a while for it to like...
That makes... yeah.
Gotta practice bioanalysis. Gotta scan a patient's body. It still sounds weird. I don't know why. I don't know. Something about that feels off.
Yeah, scanning the patient's body does sound a bit...
them. Yeah, right? Examine. Swab this child for a sample. I think I'm getting better at it.
Yes.
I like to think I'm getting better at it anyway. Mop up puddle. Yes, that's definitely my job.
So it kind of sounds almost like you're just like a fancy janitor that can also
Kinda
do
feels
like
that
tests.
way. Fancy janitor who also swabs people.
It's like, yeah,
As well
just
as-
ask the janitor. It's okay.
As well as the decks.
Yeah.
Swabbing them. Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody throws up, definitely your job.
Yeah. Ooh, she's reached level 5 of the logic skill. That's what we like to see. Hurry up. Oh, you failed. I'm sorry, child. I need to take a second sample. I'm gonna say that it's just like a tissue swab from like... You can get tissue swabs from the mouth, right? Please tell me that you can do that.
I think you can, actually.
Okay, good.
Like, you can scrape, like, in the inside of the mouth.
Yeah,
or,
like,
the...
epithelial cells? Is that a...
Yeah, no, I know nothing. I'm such a fucking
I don't
noob
know.
when it
I've
comes to
learned
this.
all my fucking anatomy from Bones, okay? Bones and House MD. That's
not very
just
good. I'm
gonna say epithelial cells because it sounds fancy.
Yeah.
Got a scan. Have I scanned your body already? No.
My body is ready. No, wait, what?
Enough of that. Cheeky. Okay, well, we've got nothing to do other than to work, so we might as well stay at work late. Test. No? Okay, repair it. Then you can analyze the patient's sample. What?
No.
First I have to repair this machine. With my level 2 handiness skill?
Yeah.
This is fine. Level 1 handiness skill. I should definitely be in charge of complicated medical equipment. This is fine. Oh, look at all these patients. Oh, she leveled up in her handiness. That's great. Now I can analyze your sample. No. Sample. Got a scan. I'm not doing very well today. Scan. Scan the body.
I'm just gonna guess you're not really cut out to become a doctor despite what your test... Didn't you have a test that said that you should become a surgeon?
GP.
A GP?
Hmm.
I thought it was a surgeon.
Maybe it was both. Well, no, I'm not sure. You've got me freaking doubting myself.
Not like GP is that great,
Oh my god, no, it was both.
It's just a concept of you as
Yeah,
an
it's
actor,
one of
just
those,
killing me.
Isco, yeah, I love that she's doing that. She's just books. There was one book, now there are 2 books. Now there's another book. Why are you reading a book, actually? You've got samples to analyse. Get on it. Yeah, no, it was the ISCO report. I used to lovingly think of it as the Psycho report. I don't even know if they still do it. But it was this career thing that was basically supposed to give you a pamphlet with all the careers that you should go into. Based on your puzzle solving and accuracy and stuff. And I can't remember most of mine, but 2 of the most incongruous ones that stood out to me was surgeon and GP. Me.
Well, I should have become, according to my test, I should have become a marine biologist.
Well, I mean,
I kid you not.
Like, marine biology sounds cool, though. Like, it's interesting.
My dad's like, no, you are not becoming a marine biologist.
Why not? What's wrong with marine biology?
I don't know. This was back in the day. I was like, there is no future in that. Sure, you pushed me into an art career,
Okay,
but you wouldn't let me become a marine biologist.
That's really interesting to me because my mum was actually suggesting to me that I ought to become a marine biologist. That was one of the things that she was like, have you considered marine biology? I don't know where she got it from, but we could have been marine biologists together.
Yeah, but no, I was not allowed to become a marine biologist.
Well, you know me, I love fish.
You do. You love fish.
I really love fish. I'm weird. I really like fish.
I don't think it's weird to
not
like
as
fish.
Yeah, but I don't like them as pets. I mean, that makes it just sound like I like eating them.
I mean, you do.
I mean, fish are tasty. Many fish are tasty. That's not the point. I don't really like having fish in fish tanks in my home, but I adore fish in tanks.
It's basically the same way I like birds.
I like birds. Yeah. What?
I said, do not bring that into my presence.
I like birds.
I'm going to.
Yeah. Yeah, like, just fucking... I don't understand why your dad was like, not marine biology.
Yeah, he was like, no.
You have so much marine in your country, also.
Yeah.
Like, you have so many seas.
I wanted to actually... Okay, so... This is a fun story. We always hear these stories about people like with parents who told them that they shouldn't do art. They should do something like business school. Now I'm a kid who wanted to do business or geography. Just study more geography related subject, geography or marine biology, because I was the stupid kid who decided that I was going to do an extra A level. Well, okay. In the Netherlands, you have to take 2 A-levels. It's kind of like A-levels. It's not quite the same because I took 4.
In the UK, of course, A-levels are not mandatory.
Yeah. But I took 4. And I'm still not sure why I thought that was a good idea. But one of them was biology. Because that would open up the opportunity to do marine biology. The only thing I had to do extra was I had to take a couple of extra science courses because in the Netherlands, if you follow the path I did, it's basically preparing you for university. So it's I'm not going to go into big terrain, but basically it means that you're sorted as the top 10% of intelligence. So they think you're smart. Jokes on them. I wasn't very smart, and neither were my classmates. But according to the tests, we were supposedly smart. But anyway, that's after year 4. It's a total of 6 years, this high school plan. And after year 4, you after year 3 you select which path you do, and that determines which universities you can apply for when you're 18. It's a ridiculously stupid system because what fucking 15 or 16-year-old knows what they're going to do when they're 18? It's a horror. It also locks you down completely.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't dissimilar to me choosing my A-levels.
Yeah, but I wasn't very good at maths, which meant that I couldn't actually study to become a marine biologist, for example, straight away.
Oh no.
It was, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Is maths involved?
Oh yeah, of
Maths
course.
in biology?
Yeah.
How dare.
In order to do any science degree,
I guess that makes sense.
even if it's like biology,
Ugh.
you need to do the advanced science. Now, what I did is I did advanced science, but I did business advanced science, and they're different things. Like, for me, it was really probability and that sort of shit. Where advanced science really goes into pointless formula solving. Like, it's a little bit more abstract than what I got. Now, funnily enough for me, abstract is actually easier for me than probability, so I got screwed over with that as well. I hated high school. Recently I realised just how much I hated high school. It was absolute torture, and it didn't take 6 years, it took 7 years. Because I failed 1 year on French. They made me redo the entire year just because I failed French.
I'm not even sure I ever realised it was French.
Oh yeah.
Of all things.
Yeah, there's a reason I absolutely hate the French language.
I can imagine. That's some trauma right there.
And it's only because the teacher hated me.
Yeah.
She failed me.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, you know, it's probably... To be honest, I was going through a shitty year. My dad was going through a divorce. I was depressed. My mom was at her shit.
Yeah.
And I failed French. Anyway, enough about that.
Oof.
I still think secondary schools really need to stop locking people the way they do in career paths.
Yeah.
Because I would have to study like another 1 or 2 years in order to do the thing I wanted to do. But anyway, my family was like, no, don't do that. Don't go into a soulless career. You should like go into art. Like, it won't make you much money, but it will make you enough money. Yeah, boomer parents, lol.
Yeah.
And it would have made me enough money, technically.
You know, my boomer mother insisting that I do 3D product design.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like a real degree, rather than focusing straight away on illustration, which I actually wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because, like, illustration's not really, like, a thing that you need, like, a degree for. So, you know, like, you don't really need qualifications for it. Also, because she had, like, one of her friends who's, like, a fine artist had studied illustration and said that it hadn't really got her anywhere and she really didn't need it. But, like, this is a boomer friend who'd done illustration in, like, the 70s. So... yeah, totally the same as me doing it in the noughties. But yeah, so I ended up doing like a foundation year in product design, which I loathed, and 2 years at uni in product design, which I loathed. I was miserable every day, but I thought that education was supposed to be miserable. Like, literally. And then one of my housemates was doing illustration, and I kept reading her product. What they called?
Assignments?
Yeah, her assignment product. Yeah, her assignment sheets, and going like, "Wow, that looks like so much fun to do. Wow, that looks great." And she was like, "Why don't you do illustration then?" And I was like, "What? What do you mean, why don't I do the assignments if they look like fun?"
Yeah.
What do you mean, why don't I switch degrees? Anyway, so I switched degrees. Back when it was still affordable. I mean, back when that wouldn't have bankrupted me. I mean, these days, God knows, I couldn't even have afforded to go at all.
No, you could have got a loan, like...
Yeah, I could have gotten a loan. I didn't get a loan. My mother insisted I didn't get a loan because she found out I wasn't interest free.
No, you never would have had to pay it back.
Well, no, it's true.
That's another thing in the Netherlands that's actually really shitty. It doesn't matter how much your income is, you have to pay it back.
Well, I mean... on one hand, that's shitty. On the other hand, the sheer number of people who aren't paying back their student loans because they just aren't earning enough.
Yeah, but like keeping in mind that they now do the same system as the UK and everything is just as expensive in the Netherlands.
Yeah, fair.
I'm a bit like...
No, yeah, fair. No, that is shit.
Before, like, yeah, no, fair.
No, but what I meant was...
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, the fact that nobody ever pays it back, you mean, like, full stop.
Yeah, well, nobody, but a lot of people...
They can't, yeah.
Can't, yeah. Partly because having a degree is nigh on useless half the time. I mean, but then back when I was looking at degrees and stuff, you could get like a degree in knitting.
Yeah.
Which actually, honestly, you know, fair. But, like, I remember being absolutely thrilled to discover that you could get a whole, like, a bachelor degree in, I mean, it's probably like a Bachelor of Science, I guess. I don't remember. In beekeeping.
Dude, that's so cool!
Right? I was like, that's kind of amazing. I kind of want to do that, but I don't have... I mean, I have no reason.
It's pretty fucking useful these days.
Well,
like,
I
that's
mean...
like artisan
right?
crafts that, like, I, like, lost.
Quite frankly, same for a degree in, like, knitting, which, I mean... On the other hand, Skillshare exists. But,
true.
I mean, the science of... It depends what it goes into. I mean, it could have been, like, What the fuck is Beckhamology? I don't actually know. Hang on.
Like, what?
Beckhamology better not be what I think it is.
Is that... Please don't tell me that's what I think it is.
And actually, no, wait, no matter how I spin that, even if I'm like, yeah, well, I guess, like, the forces at work behind, like, the rise to weird fame of, like, a sports person and their wife, and, like, how factors of social influence affect their... No, it still sucks. I can't... I don't like it. I do not. I don't.
I'm pretty sure that's a money laundering course. Like, that's the only reason anybody would do that, surely. Like,
well...
Nah, I refuse to believe otherwise.
I don't want to be one of those people who shits on media studies courses, because, you know, it's
okay.
It's a horrible thing to do, because I just know that when I was, like, going to uni, the joke was like, oh, are you gonna study media studies? And I was like, wow, just because I'm blonde, you bitch.
Okay.
I'm supposedly in, like, the top 4 smartest people in this fucking country. So sure, I'll do, like, anyway.
So like, okay. The Dutch equivalent of media studies. We also have media studies.
I wasn't talking.
I'm sorry.
No,
oh my god, I'm sorry. No. It amuses me.
I didn't have a point.
God, I'm sorry.
You carry on. The Dutch media studies.
Was free time management.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
No, like, legitimately, it was just a course, like, basically was part of media studies. It was the exact same thing. And people also asked me if I wanted to do that.
What's free time management?
It's literally, like, basically a management... I mean, basically you learn how to tell people how to manage their spare time. It's literally spare time management.
How is that irrelevant to media studies?
They considered that to be part of media in the Netherlands, believe it or not.
Spare time in media. I mean, I guess. You kind of... I guess, I mean, for me, that falls more under marketing.
Yeah.
Rather than media studies, which are two very different things.
Yeah. Marketing is also media studies in the Netherlands.
Okay, marketing shouldn't be. I mean, unless you're talking about marketing media, which is different animal to media studies. Which, and again, like... There are quite a few media studies degrees that are extremely valid.
Yeah.
You know, media was used as such a catch-all thing, and pop culture kind of, and comedy programs primarily, used to use it as that kind of a low-blow punchline.
Yeah.
Like, oh, lol, media studies. And I never quite understood it, because, yes, media. Are we including filmmaking here?
Exactly,
like,
because sorry.
But it was basically used. I mean, I've never met anyone who did media studies, but that's largely because most of my degree was done at an arts campus that was outside the So I went to Plymouth University. But the arts campus was in Exeter at that point. My very final year I did in Plymouth, because they finally moved the arts campus onto the Plymouth campus when they built the new building. and I hated it there. I despised it. I was not a fan of Plymouth. No offense, Plymouth. I'm sure you're lovely, but I liked Exeter. Which probably marks me as some kind of posh bitch or something. I don't know. So I heard from someone at the time. What was I saying?
You're talking about media studies and never having
Oh
actually.
yeah, I never met a media studies person because we had graphic design, 3D design, and photography.
Mm.
And photography wasn't actually even on our campus. Photography was in Exeter City Centre.
Mm-hmm.
Which always felt really unfair because photography was like 10 minutes walk away from halls. And our campus was like 45 minutes walk away from halls. Modules. Gotcha. Millennium degrees. Simpsonology I also kind of get, but also it sounds like the sort of thing that you should be able to take alongside your GCSEs. To me. Like extra shit that's actually really interesting to learn about before you focus in on your, I don't know, lifelong passion or whatever. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that if I wanted to do marine biology, I would have actually needed to do biology.
Yeah.
And despite the fact that I'm supposedly quite smart, allegedly, I was always really sucky at sciences because one of my issues, you might have noticed, is that I find it really difficult to pull information from my head. Like, if I'm answering questions, I can answer them if I've got the information there or I need to analyze something in front of me. But if I have to remember something that I've learned, I cannot do it. I can't pull it out of my brain filing cabinet. It does not come to me. So I could study as much as I wanted. But if I had to remember a word rather than answer, I mean, I know multiple choice is supposedly quite easy. Although, did you also have that teachers which did that thing where they were like, oh, don't be fooled by multiple choice because, like, yes, it looks easy because the answers are all there, but, like, you actually have to know the answer, otherwise they're all equally, like...
No.
No? Okay.
That sounds very stupid.
Okay. Anyway, multiple choice was fine for me because if I knew the answer and it was there,
yeah, I'd be
like, okay, cool, it's there. But if I had a blank piece of paper and it was like, oh, name the thing, I was like, well, I do not know the name of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot remember the name of the thing. But if somebody said, what is the thing? I'd be like, oh, it's that thing. You know?
Yeah.
But it just, yeah. I'm allegedly very smart, but I am not very good at remembering.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a big fat fucking hindrance.
This
Excuse
is
my
the
French.
thing, like, I legitimately had some people in my year, and they were, like, legitimate. Okay. They were properly dense. Like,
legitimately were they? Look at this person who keeps opening up this stall and then closing it again. We're doing that again. They did that last time as well, I think.
Yeah.
They just open the stall up, close it again, open it up, close it again. It's
Because she didn't understand anything that was being taught, but she was fucking good at memorizing stuff. And I had a lot of those people as well.
Same
I'm like, cool, you can't
generally
apply
the
any
people
of this.
who were like top of the class in my school tended to be people who were like, except for things like English. They generally didn't do so good at English, but they did brilliant at things like sciences because they could remember old languages too. They could remember everything.
Yeah.
And, you know.
But then again, I was basically I was a horrible student. Like, I couldn't study because, well, how situation good luck.
Yeah,
but
tell me about it.
I also, and I have my attention problem and the fact that I always fell asleep during lessons.
Yup.
Not because I wanted to.
No, but because, I mean, dude, if you can't sleep at home, where else are you going to sleep?
Yeah. So, like, that was like, good.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to go to bed until like 10 p.m. most nights because family time. We were we didn't even go home half the time until really late. So yeah, I was also one of those fun fall asleep in class people. But yeah, sorry, didn't mean to.
No. It was just like, yeah, like.
No
I still don't know how I passed a lot of classes. Just if I had classes at a good time and I had a teacher who liked to talk about the material, chances were like audiobooks. Basically, if I wasn't taught like the material like an audiobook, I wouldn't remember it. But like stuff like geography and history, it's like audiobooks. So I remembered all that. Never looked into a bloody book. Passed it, no problem.
See, it's interesting to me. I'm kind of the opposite. I liked to read my textbooks. I would just sit at home and read them. And then if the teacher got onto the subject and was bad at talking about it, I instantly dropped that topic from my brain, basically. There were so many things that I thought were really interesting and I wanted to learn more about them. But then the teacher only covered what was in the textbook.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, but I know this. I learned this because I read my textbook. Yeah, I was that kind of asshole. I read books. Usually because I'd run out of library books to read. Yeah, I was that freaky deaky kid who got the maximum number of library books out every week and read them all within the first couple days. Yeah. Don't be like me, kids. It didn't do any good. Actually, to be fair, half of them were point horrors, so it was more like, eating a bag of crisps than it was having a good literary meal. But,
Details.
Yeah, right? Okay. Make a resolution. We're gonna make a resolution? Yes, we are.
In the meanwhile, how's our sim doing?
She's doing great. She's talking to a child who's making snow angels outside her house. It's New Year's Eve. Let's sing about New Year's Eve, and then let's share New Year's Eve spirit. And let's throw confetti on this child. Oh, let's blow horns together. That sounds perfectly not at all awful.
You're having a good time. Get into the celebratory spirit, woman.
Enjoy your confetti. Where is it? Come on. There it is. Confetti. Really? Still not okay. Share New Year's Eve spirit. My God. She needs so many. Oh, there we go. Finally. Great. Thank you, small child. You have served my purposes. You may leave. Make a resolution. Get fit. Yeah, why not? Let's do a get fit thing. Now go jogging. Go on. No. You don't get to have fun or relax. You must go jogging. Yay! And then we go back to work. This is great. I can't believe she's hemorrhaging money the way she is, though. Not helped by the fact that I had to pay 2 sets of bills. 2. Ridiculous.
Sorry.
Atrocious. Shocking. It's 9:54 a.m. What do we do now? We learn logic. Oh yeah, and tomorrow is Fun Bun. We like Fun Bun.
Fun Bun is a good. Finally, we get to see the Easter Bun again.
What do you mean finally? We saw him last week. We see the Easter Bunny at least once a week at this point. It's great.
Details.
I love the Easter Bunny. He's brilliant. Sorry, Flower Bunny.
Yeah, my bad. When is Easter again?
You mean like
in the
real world Easter? It's in April, probably.
Oh, good. It's not on my. It's exactly between our birthdays this time.
Yeah, so it is.
It's good.
I remember one time it was on my birthday.
Yeah, same. I've also had that.
It's
horrible.
awful.
It's legitimately.
Yeah, right. And oh my God, my grandfather was in town, and he insisted on taking us out to Great Foster's, the really fancy hotel. Because he was one of those big kind of. Let's go and make like a big. Essentially, he showed quote unquote affection with money, which is nice enough, I suppose. Except if you hate that. which he did. But no, and he always used to like order really expensive food, even if nobody liked it. And he'd order really expensive wine and cocktails and stuff.
Because it was expensive,
Just
right?
because it was expensive, not because it was enjoyable. And I don't understand what the point is of spending money on something if you're not going to enjoy it. Just to, like, show that you've got money. Because what's the fucking point? Excuse my French. Just... Ugh. But anyway, no. So we went... He somehow got reservations for Easter Sunday at Grey Foster's, and like, so we had to dress up, which I hate. We went out to eat at a fancy restaurant, which I hate. I love cooking and I love eating fancy food, but I primarily like to cook it. And I don't know. I'm sure there must be some value to going out to eat. Like, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But the discomfort of having to eat in public outweighs for me the joy of eating really, really nice fancy food.
Yeah, so.
The food at that place is amazing, though. It's true. But yeah. So the thought of basically having to do these things that I despised on my birthday, whilst it was even busier than normal, of course, because it's Easter Sunday. So it's, you know, bad enough when it was just like a couple people, but it was super busy, and all these people also were out because it was Easter. And I am not religious at all. So everyone was kind of acting slightly religious-y, you know, because Easter. I don't know if maybe it's less of a thing these days that people act.
Yeah.
Kind of. I was just uncomfortable, and I was uncomfortable. Like, really uncomfortable. And I don't even remember why I'm talking about it now. Oh yeah, that was the one time I think Easter's fallen on my birthday.
Sucks.
It did. What about you? What happened?
I just ended up not celebrating my birthday that year because everybody was gone for the Easter weekend.
Oh.
Just fine.
Yeah.
But back then I still used to celebrate my birthday. That's before I realised I hated celebrating my birthday.
Mm. I mean, like, I don't even hate celebrating it so much as I just hate everyone paying attention to me.
Yeah, same. Some people like that sort of thing. It's just some people like being the centre of attention. I don't.
It's weird, actually, because thinking about it, like, it's not even that I hate being the centre of attention. I quite like being treated like a princess. As is my due. Don't give me that face. But I don't... For some reason... Do you know what? I think it's largely because I was expected to organise my own...
That's shit.
Everything. It was a case of like, oh, you know, what do you want? And then people would get angry when I was like, I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really mind. I'm like, I don't know, just fucking spoil me.
Mm-hmm.
But don't take me out to eat.
No.
That's like my one stipulation. Don't take me out to eat. Oh, except that one time when my mum decided that it would be really nice to go on a walk for my birthday.
Oh, I remember that
and
time.
Not only did it rain, there was thunder and lightning. I was miserable. The dog was miserable. We were out for hours, and my dad threw a strop fit. Because when I got home, all I wanted to do was sleep, because I was absolutely knackered. I was having one of my super fatiguey days, and I was wet and cold and uncomfortable. And he threw an absolute hissy fit, because I was supposed to make my cake when we got back, and I needed to sit down first. And that was miserable. So maybe don't take me out in the rain. And don't take me for lunch. Or dinner. But do treat me like a princess. I don't really know, actually. No, you're right. I'm terrible. As far as birthdays go. I must be an absolute monster to plan things for.
I never said that.
I wasn't talking about you. Just buy me a crap ton of My Little Ponies, and I will be just the happiest girl in the world.
It's true, though.
Yes, I am going to be. How old am I this year? 37. No, I don't like that.
No, me neither.
I don't like that at all. Is it really 37? Are you sure it's not like 36 or 27, maybe?
No, definitely 27.
If I accidentally added a 10 on somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
God, I'm almost 40. I don't like that.
So,
Yay! Let's play with The Sims! What do you want to do for your birthday?
The same thing I do every year. Nothing.
Pretend that it's the day after your birthday?
Yep. I legitimately, when I still had a day job, would take the day off, and everyone's like, "Oh, how nice! Are you going to celebrate your birthday?" It's like, no, I'm just doing this to avoid you guys.
Right? Also, I'm going to bed. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I've never really been one for parties. Although that said, when I was a kid, I think I liked... What did I like about parties when I was a kid? Birthday parties.
Candy.
People used to give me stuff. That was nice. Also candy. Yeah, candy was a thing. I got to dress up. Like, party dresses when I was a kid. With the bomb. But we're talking about, like, a young kid.
Mm-hmm.
I did eventually grow out of party dresses, I guess. I didn't. I don't know. Yeah, no, there was always something missing for me with parties. I think it's because they lacked the Renaissance fair flair.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, dressing up. Okay, yes, carry on. Dressing up was a thing that I was quite passionate about when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And my mum was highly against fancy dress parties because she alleged that it made everyone's parents hate you.
I mean, she's not wrong.
She's not wrong, I know, but...
Kid you was like, fuck that, I don't care.
Kid me was like, yeah, but why wouldn't everyone want to dress up? Why would you not want to do that? It's the best. It is the best, though. My absolute horror, though, still. One time, somebody did actually have... I think they had, like, an October birthday. So they had, like, a kind of a dual Halloween/birthday party thing. And I went as a witch. And at no point was I told that I was going to be painted green. But day of the party comes, and out comes the green body paint. And I am daubed Elphaba shade. And I was horrified. I was like, excuse me. This was not part of the agreement. I did not agree to be green. And then, very carefully, warts were painted on my face. And I was like, excuse me. Please, sir.
You just wanted to be a pretty
witch. I wanted to be a pretty witch. But no, apparently, I was not informed that was not on the cards. So yeah, I mean, admittedly, if it hadn't been for the green face paint and the warts, which, you know, now are actually quite offensive.
Yeah.
There was like this really cool. It was kind of like a crocheted wool, like yarn wig that my grandmother ended up making.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I used to unironically wear that sometimes when I was playing in the garden because I thought it was so cool. Like, it was just long and kind of, it had like green and black kind of strands in it and like brown strands, and it was just crocheted. And
Mm-hmm.
there was some yarn strands there as well, and it was like different textures of yarn, and it was just really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we all know that I used to play, well, do we all know? Well, yeah, we do now. I used to play in the garden, and every now and then my parents would have like game nights, and they'd finish up alcohol, and I would pick up the alcohol bottles, and I would use like the last couple of drops, and I would pour them into like cups and stuff in the garden and mix them with like water and grass and leaves and stuff and pretend I was making potions. And I would unironically wear my witch wig because I was like, this makes me epic. I'm a proper shaman. Anyway.
So cute.
So if it wasn't for the green face paint, that would have been a resounding success. Because that wig was great. But yeah, no, I used to think that the alcohol kind of acted like it had like magical properties. Because there was always like a couple, you know, that's the thing in like cartoons and stuff. It's always like
potions.
The potions always have like 1 or 2 drops. And also, you know, Malibu primarily actually they had. So my potions smelled quite a lot like coconuts. It's quite a nostalgic smell. Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
Honestly, it sounds like it.
Yup. What are we doing? Oh, it's Fun Bun, so we don't go to work today. I mean, we could go to work, but what's the point? It's Fun Bun. Hunt for eggs. It's time to hunt for eggs in all the things, including the toilet and the shower. No, not
those
the shower.
Those are still not eggs. I tell you. I keep telling you, those are not eggs. But you listen, no!
What else do you find in the toilet? I just don't know. You can't take my brown eggs away from me.
Wouldn't dream of it.
No. I wonder what happened to that wig.
Probably eaten by moths.
Probably. Maybe I should make myself another one. Just for nostalgia's sake.
Yes. I'm only half joking.
Yeah. It was cool. Like, I don't know. It was... I mean, it did look best when it was worn underneath a hat, obviously. Because, you know, the top of it was a bit messy. But kids don't care about that, right?
No.
Why do you do that? They keep doing this. Okay, they make themselves like pasta or mac and cheese or whatever, and then they make themselves a sandwich. It's not normal. I don't, when I'm going, like, oh, I'm hungry, I'm gonna make myself like 3 dinners. Or maybe if I'm really hungry. Why is this a thing? Why? Also, where's the frickin' spring bunny? Come on. Flower bunny.
It's always hiding.
Flower bunny, where are you? He always arrives later than I expect. Ah, well, we finished Fun Bun anyway. There's the flower bunny. Hey, friend.
Marry us.
Pardon me?
I thought I was just proposing to them.
Why were you proposing to the flower bunny?
Do we not want to propose to, like, marry them?
We can marry the... Do you want to...
I was joking.
You want to marry the flower bunny? Yes.
No.
Okay. Entirely up to you. Yeah, no, I mean, although that said, I mean, part of me kind of feels like that's a big mood. I'm going to make 5 meals and then go to bed. I mean, if I could just do that. Like, I'm just going to kind of cook until it's bedtime. Sounds good to me. Yeah, Fun Bun spirit. You know what? I'm just going to discuss my favourite authors with the Fun Bun. I mean, the Spring Flower Bunny. There we go. It's Fun Bun is a great holiday. But I would say that I made it. Dig. Hey, Mr. Flower Bunny. Probably should have started Fun Bun, maybe not when it was snowing. Meh. Meh. That poop though. Not the fun buns, but maybe it is. Maybe that's why it's a large pet poop.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to this. I'm just speechless.
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry, you were gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say yes. I would probably put it in the fridge and not let it spoil on the side. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm kind of a maverick sometimes. Oh, we just don't know. Am I gonna waste this food? Ooh. Wild card. Yeah, no, I would put it in the fridge.
And then forget about it.
And then forget. Shh. Told you my memory's not so great. No, I'm much better at not forgetting about things I've got in the fridge these days.
Yeah, we're really good at not wasting food.
Yeah.
Except when the Jerusalem artichokes.
Oh.
It's not on purpose.
No, I love Jerusalem artichokes, but they just... My body rebels.
Yeah.
We get them sometimes in our veg box, and I use them, but...
Neither of us is very...
Neither of us is very compatible with them.
That's the best way of putting that.
Yeah. But they're so good, though. They kind of taste like the way I always imagined chestnuts would taste.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
whenever,
they really do.
whenever anyone like in did the whole like roasted chestnuts thing, I was always like, wow, chestnuts must taste so good. I really want to try them, and then I tried them, and I was like, ah.
Yeah, no, chestnuts do not taste as nice as people made it sound.
They're one of the only foods that I really can't stomach, like flavor wise.
I'm trying to remember, like, yeah.
Like,
Dio also hates them.
Jerusalem artichokes or chestnuts?
Actually, good point.
Because, like...
The thing is, roasted chestnuts are just...
I mean, I keep trying them as well, just in case one day, magically, I like them. So far, it has not worked.
The thing is, actually, roasted hazelnuts taste a lot more like roasted chestnuts than I mean, in my brain, sorry. Yeah. Like, I always thought that they were kind of like,
I always thought they were slightly meatier roasted, like, slightly meatier hazelnut flavour, yeah. No. Turns out, no. Really, no. Okay, handiness skill. Okay. Can I buy books? Purchase. Tra-la-la. Hang on. Where are we? Skill. Gotta get that skill up. Gotta get that skill. Yeah, I don't. Sparks and Nature's Kisses. That's a really funny book title. Thanks. Tried telling that to Kiwi, who died. I mean, she's okay now because I had a save file, but you know, she was electrocuted briefly in a parallel universe. Was entirely my fault. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, okay. Would you think we're gonna get out of the snow this time round? Possibly not.
I'm gonna say nah.
Nah. It's the fun bun. He's so fun.
And bun.
Such bun. Much fun. Wow. Are we gonna read some more books? Let's read some books. I don't even know if she... I think that one might be a bit too high level for her. We'll see. I'm gonna say, yeah, that's too high level. Yeah. Whoops. Sorry. Let's just vent to this random person. Oh, I can give him medical advice. Amazing.
Wait, what?
That seems like a brilliant idea. I can give this poor friend medical advice.
Right, yeah.
It seems like a really bad idea.
Yeah, just like, one thing where you just ask your random, like, somewhat like trained friend.
Yeah, like, hey, can you take a look at my toes? They're kind of gangrenous, and your friend's like, yeah, no. Take those stinky gangrenous toes to the hospital.
Yeah.
And you know, the friend's like, I was just hoping you could maybe give me some cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works. I'm pretty sure. Papaya Yogurt would like to come over and hang out. Yeah, you know what? As long as you don't clog up my drains, friend.
You're asking a lot of this man.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, do come and unclog my drain. Clog my drains. That way I can unclog them. And that means that I can level up my handiness skill.
You're
I think.
right.
I think sturdy faucets. That sounds like it's a really random thing coming out of nowhere, isn't it? Sturdy faucets. That rocket ship, though. I'd like to get the rocket ship, but I've only got 18,000 simoleons, and you know that's kind of.
It's kind of like, yeah.
It's like. I think is it 10,000, something like that, or 15 to get a rocket ship? Let me see. Miscellaneous, I think it's under, isn't it? Yeah, here. Okay, no, 5,000. Oh, but then it costs simoleons to.
I was gonna say the upkeep on a rocket ship must be insane, surely. Like,
I don't know. It's been a while.
Since you built a rocket, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I built my own rocket ship. No, Banana Bunch. Remember? They had their first woohoo. With their girlfriend in their rocket ship. It was fun times.
Yeah,
we had a laugh that stream. So you know, Strawberry is not the first sim I have who owns a rocket ship, except she doesn't right now own a rocket ship. This is nice. Like, Strawberry's doing handicrafts, upgrading stuff, and Papaya's sitting in the bathroom with her, talking to her. It's great.
Yeah,
Look at these two friends, just having fun times on Fun Bun. They seems...
Papaya also better be looking after his kid.
Papaya, yeah, he's definitely looking after his kid, and not at all just enjoying that there's a random woman trapped in a shower next to him. Seems fine. To be fair, I'm pretty sure that the deal he had with Grape Gummy was just that if she wanted kids,
he's just
he would provide.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's really paying.
No.
Although he is insanely rich, so I think if she needs anything, he'd give it to her. But primarily, he's just donating his talent.
Well, he's created a beautiful child, so...
He did, and that
good
kid
job,
is
sir.
adorable. I love it. I just need to work out which colour hair it's going to have.
Yeah.
It's a boy. What do we call him? Muscat.
Yeah.
Muskrat. Muskrat Gummy. Yeah, I think I'm funny. What did you find?
It's no wonder it wasn't charging.
Oh my god, is it not plugged in?
I unplugged, apparently, my iPad. What? Don't sigh at me. I'm a professional artist.
You hurt me.
I'll have you know.
You hurt me on a deep level. What the hell did you do with the frickin' Volume 1 handiness book?
The USB part was pulled out of the...
Yeah, it was just a loose cable just floating around. Seriously. So does it just get used up? Oh look, we've got some more freaking patient samples. Destroy. What did you do with the book? Where did you put the book? Can you not read it more than once? Is that the... Oh, I don't care. What did you do with it? Yeah, you know what? Just go sleep. That's fine. 2,550. Is there something we can buy?
Sorry, what were you saying? I couldn't quite hear it.
Oh, I was saying she's got 2,550 reward points.
Ah! I was gonna say, like...
We've already got that one. And I see now we're on the 3,000 and I can't buy them anymore. What is it? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Need to start buying them potions of youth, I think, probably.
Oh yeah!
No, for now I'll keep them.
Yeah?
Yeah, the points. For now.
Mm.
I mean... Got 25 days up until she ages up. Oh, it's rebate day.
Yeah, that's why I thought you were like trying to sell things. Like, you're trying to get your rebate. Like,
sell things?
I mean, sorry, buy things.
Maybe rebate day is the day I should buy my rocket.
Yeah, can you get it on like discounts?
Yes, actually.
Hold on, why buy a discounted rocket? What could possibly
excuse
go
me,
wrong
why I
here?
buy this discount rocket. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And we'll put it here. In this is aesthetically very pleasing, right? Just my lanterns that lead up to my rocket. It's like a little what's it called? Runway.
Oh
flight
yeah.
Thing. But yeah, see, then you'll have to build it for like 1,000 simoleons.
Mm-hmm.
So it costs a lot.
Yeah.
But you own your rocket ship now and you can get rebate on it, which is great.
It's kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Go jogging. Go jogging. You've got... I'm thrilled to discover that you can just find how many days you've got left to do your resolution underneath your Simology tab.
That is nice.
I didn't know that was there.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. We'll join her at the hospital. L'hôpital. This is a thrilling screen.
Buy seeds by clicking on plant box.
By clicking on plant box. Yes. My keyboard's actually too far over. What's that?
Things you find out while streaming.
Yeah. My keyboard's kind of... Make bed. Yeah, I'm definitely not... What do you want me to do next? Frickin'... clean up this stuff that's on the floor here? Probably. Okay, well, you make that bed, that's fine. Really? Mop up puddle? Seriously? Ugh. Where's the puddle? In the toilet, huh? Yeah, I am just a glorified janitor.
Sorry!
I just love that. I'm making a bed, I'm curing a patient. I'll just mop up a puddle in the toilet and then swab this patient for a sample.
It's kind of upsetting.
Right? Actually, I'm not 100% sure I like the fact that there's a giant puddle next to the whatever this thing is.
Sorry?
There's some puddle here.
Oh!
What happened? I don't like it. Okay, is there anyone here? Yeah, okay, you, I guess. No? I guess I'll just transfer you. That's fine. You appear to be talking to my patient. No, you don't have to. No, do not. Sorry. What are you doing? There's no patient there. No wonder you fumbled. Your patient's over here. That's worrying. I guess we're just going to be spending our shift making beds this time around, huh? Okie dokie. Only new patients? Seriously. They're all standing outside. Ah, finally, one that's actually come in. Why can't I put her?
Christmas
There we
miracle.
go. Medical referral. Admit patient to exam bed. Zoom, zoom. Come on.
This does almost feel like a hospice plus. It's really weird.
Or is it the pale green that's making you think of that? Or is it just that I'm leaving patients here until they're just
Yeah.
expired?
I mean, I wasn't gonna say yes.
Swab. Scan. Hurry, hurry. Weirdly, I'm quite enjoying this.
I mean, that's fair, I think. Like, why wouldn't you enjoy this, honestly?
I don't know. It's kind of repetitive, but I'm kind of
Is it
enjoying it.
more or less fun than managing the shop? Or same?
Ooh, work emergency. The pharmaceutical lab is overtasked and has sent a batch of confidential tissue samples that require urgent analysis. Please collect the samples from the reception desk for immediate evaluation and data recording. Okay. Where?
Important data entry job, sorry.
Okay, I successfully collected it. That's good to know.
Now what?
Analyze collection. No. I guess analyze patient sample. Oh yeah. No. Wait. Am I supposed to collect, like... Ah! Get samples for analysis. Whoops. That's what I was supposed to do. Cool, cool, cool. Well, we're busy. We can analyze samples later. Stay late. Great. Uh-huh. Then we'll get these bad boys. And we'll test them, I guess. Test them at the chemical analyzer. No. Cool. Let's do that. Alright, I mean, I suppose in between times I could probably treat you. Bloaty head must not be fun.
Bloaty head.
Yes.
That sounds
Bloaty
horrifying!
head. I know, right?
Dude!
And then we can analyze some more patient samples. We can do it faster. And the last one. No, just stop dropping. No, oh, sure. Sorry, this guy just moved to my machine, just cancelling my action. Way to go, Sydney Casper, doctor. Wow. Am I gonna make it in time? I hope so. Now what do I do? A work computer, enter the results.
Stress levels are
God.
rising.
Oh yeah, they are. Actually. Am I gonna make it in time?
I'm gonna get fired.
Work faster. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
screeching. Oh no, I've only got an hour left. Oh, thank fuck, I recorded the analysis data. Now I'm gonna just hope, maybe, can I do that? Can I do that before I quit? I mean, I was trying to deliver food to a patient earlier on, but like, there was a doctor talking to them, so it just...
Oh.
They basically, no food, so I guess they're starving now. That's fine, not my problem.
This is starting to sound a lot like real life. I
Yeah.
don't like it. It's like,
See,
well,
I can't feed them. They won't let me. Ooh, she got promoted though.
yay!
Yes. Defeat the darkness, surgical light. Which
Wait, what?
I feel like defeat the darkness, surgical light. It feels like it should have a...
Yeah.
Medical treadmills can now be used to further examine patients' conditions. Cool. We got promoted, folks.
Yay! I'm clapping.
I'm much enjoying being able to actually follow my Sims to work.
Yeah, like it really, those career paths do feel like
Yeah.
without it I do yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of means... I mean, I guess it's like a very samey thing. We just go to the hospital, we come home, we go to the hospital, we come home. But otherwise, it's the same old,
Yeah.
you know, Sims living their life thing. Which, you know, obviously fine, fun. But... what's this? Can I plant 3 things? I don't remember planting 3 things. Cool. Yeah. Good times. Oh no, bills have been delivered. Seriously?
Good times bills. No, wait, what?
Come on.
You never should say you're having a good time
We
ever
just
again.
paid those. She is hemorrhaging money. Let's take a shower and eat away our pain.
This is really starting to get too real for me.
I know, right? Well, at least she's got loads of work to do.
Somehow implying I don't?
What? No, I mean,
I was joking.
she can earn money.
Yeah, I know.
It's important. Eat faster. She's got quite a lonely life.
Yeah, she
Goes
just
to
works.
work, comes home.
Plays chess sometimes.
She plays chess sometimes with her friends, occasionally. She can't afford to build her rocket ship that she bought on rebate day. It's a sad, sad, sad life. Poor Ms. Sunday. No. You don't get to put that away. You have to jog. Don't forget, you've got to get fit. Maybe jogging doesn't count.
Doesn't count, like, for what? Like...
Getting fit.
Oh!
I don't know. Maybe she needs to do like the, like a proper workout.
Mm-hmm.
Proper workout. Yeah, sure. As though, like, jogging wasn't a proper workout, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a targeted get fit workout on a machine that she can't afford to buy. In the grand scheme of things, not managing her resolution is not the end of the world.
Mm.
So she'll be a little bit sad. Whatever. It's fine. Eat the leftovers. You feel free to come down the stairs faster. There we go. We're still eating Thanksgiving leftovers, looks like. No. Christmas. Winterfest or whatever. We didn't have Turkey Day. We had Turkey Day last week. Did I just send her jogging while she ate breakfast?
She's running with toast in her mouth.
Yeah.
Like a true anime character.
It's true. Should have given her pink hair.
She
Instead
kind of
of
has
red.
pink hair.
It's mostly red.
Yeah,
The rest of her scheme is pink.
I was gonna
'cause
say.
she's strawberry.
Is she a main character? No, but
Yeah.
close.
Join. They're all main characters.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole town full of main characters. It must be hellish.
Yeah.
Hey, Poof. Dog's awake. Hello. Dog wants hugs. I guess I'll be giving the dog hugs. No, don't jump, you idiot, with your foot. She jumped. Her foot's feeling better.
Mhm.
I still have to try and stop her from, like, yeeting herself off the bed at night to get a drink. Okay. Got some patience. Don't fall. This dog, man.
Mhm.
Check a patient's eyes. Swab a patient for sample. Why do you smell like fish?
She had fish oil today.
Well, she had that was for breakfast.
No, later.
Oh,
She had
later.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I meant to tell you in case you thought she smells fishy.
She does in fact smell fishy.
We give our dog salmon oil because they do
Yeah.
good. They do good on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Check ears. Ooh, perform a treadmill test on the patient. How exciting. Treadmill test. This is good. I like doing new stuff. But do it faster though. Wow, this person is actually... We actually have an orderly now. A person who is mopping up the puddles. I wonder if because I got promoted, maybe now there are other people who, like, do the stuff that I was doing before.
Oh, dude, that makes sense.
That would be kind of... I don't know. I don't know if I trust them to, like, have actually thought of that. But at the same time...
It would make sense.
Because now there's somebody, like, taking out the trash and stuff.
That's kind of satisfying to see, actually.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
There's only, like, one computer in here.
I'm really worried about that person on the treadmill, I have to say.
Oh?
I should say treadmill.
Yes, you should.
But, you know, she kept, like, falling.
Well, I mean...
Fast forward, it looked just really horrifying, okay?
Fair. I don't need to log them twice.
Dio says, don't know if I trust them to clean.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't trust them to clean.
Is this based on your experiences with the nannies in this game?
I don't trust anything. No. Compelling diagnosis. Llama flu. That is quite compelling. Yeah, I can actually diagnose a patient now, which is quite, I gotta say, it's cool. Like, when you get promoted, you can actually do more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Check a patient's toys. Swab this child. Run tests on a patient until diagnosis unlocked. Okay. I'm going to assume that that's tests rather than... Scan. Will you stop trying to look at books, lady? And we gotta analyze this. Yeah. Then we gotta check their ears. Oh wait, compelling diagnosis. Oh no, we're just gonna... Fury, what are you doing? Apart from falling off my lap. Stop it. Are we analysing it? Yes, we are. Okay. And then compelling diagnosis, bloaty head. Which, as you say, sounds really awful. Log the sample analysis results. Gotta do that. Ooh. Child. It's X-ray time. Oh, I also have to treat this patient. I forgot. Where are we? Treat. Bloaty head.
I don't know, it sounds like a very terminal disease.
Floaty head. It kind of does. Stay late. Yeah, it really does. X-ray machine. Then I will swab you. What am I doing? What do you mean my performance is average? Rude. Is it because I stink and I'm not having fun and my social is... Yeah, this person is now like making beds and stuff, so they're doing my job that I was doing before, which is actually kind of cool. I think, yeah, Theme Hospital was an EA. I mean, ended up being... Yeah, that I can understand. I mean, I can believe that.
Yeah, it was. And then it was basically never heard from again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those theme park, theme hospital, was there a mall one, or was that somebody else's? Was that owned by a different...
I don't know.
Because they had a whole load of, it's probably Mall Tycoon, actually, that said. Oh, it's Pomelo. Oh, gee.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, I mean... What's probably wrong is that his mother is an ass. Mother is an ass disease. Examine patient.
That's pretty...
I mean, that's a pretty serious disease, I think. And the devs went indie and made 2 Point Hospital and bought out by Sega. I did not know that. Oh, sorry, Pomelo. Strawberry fumbled because apparently she's still not good at her job. Unfortunate. Don't give me that, child. Sorry, the dog was complaining about sitting on my lap because apparently I'm not comfy enough for her today. Fine, look, I'll move the plush reindeer over and you can sit further on. How does that sound? Better? Yeah? I'm sorry that I'm not comfortable enough for you. I might check 2 Point Hospital out. It sounds like fun.
Honestly, it sounds like a mini game you would actually hold on. 2 Point Hospital.
Yeah, hospital. Yeah. It's been a long time. What am I doing? Where am I doing? Oh yes. Analyze patient sample.
I'll add it to our wish list.
Do so. Maybe I need to stream it.
Oh my god.
That would be
the
bad.
screenshot has everything on fire.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Does this look like the kind of game you'd enjoy? Because I think so.
What? Setting hospitals on fire?
Everything is on fire.
I don't know, do the oxygen tanks explode? I guess examine patient. Yeah, I don't care how stinky you are, Miss Doctor. You've got to treat that child.
Come on,
No,
okay.
she's only got an hour.
She only got an hour of what?
Time's a ticking. Work time left.
Oh. Normally that'd be a good thing, but you know.
Successful diagnosis achieved. Woo. Nope. Hang on. Where are we? Guaranteed diagnosis. Llama flu. Quick. I've got to treat this child before it's too late. He needs a vaccination.
This game looks like a delight.
Yes. I cured Pomelo.
Hooray!
And I've got to log the sample results before it's too late. It may be too late. We'll see. Yeah. Oh well, I was in the middle of logging the results. I'm pretty sure there's no problem with if I just go randomly home in the middle of logging results, right?
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong there.
Get it? Setting things up. I guess that makes sense. That it could get set on fire. It has been no joke, such a long time. Like I was a kid. That was like it's probably been over probably been over 20 years. I want to say potentially since I played Theme anything.
I never have. Fancy that.
Yeah, fancy that. Well, it seems fair. And by fair, I mean sucky.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it doesn't necessarily. I mean, it might not be your thing.
No, I mean, I'm really bad at micromanagement games.
Yeah, fair. I'm not bad at them as such. I'm just... In fact, I'm quite good at them.
You really are.
Actually.
It's really funny because, like, with me, like, just... When I play video games, I get overwhelmed really easily, really quickly.
Yeah.
It's why actually games like The Sims intimidate me. Even a game like Skyrim is almost too much for me.
Fair.
It's weird.
There is a lot going on.
Mm.
And yet, somehow you tank.
Tanking
in
is
Final
like
Fantasy
no thoughts
14.
head empty.
But I don't understand it. You have to manage so much stuff.
Yeah, but you don't have to worry about rotations.
I don't know, but...
Literally the only thing I have to do... No, it's really simple. I stand in the right place, and then I smack the enemy, and when it's doing its... channeling its big owie ability, I click on the mitigation ability. That's all I do. It's literally displacement. Besides that, like, half the mechanics I get to ignore because I'm a tank.
Yes,
unless I'm
true.
doing Savage.
I guess my insane micromanaging kind of helps with healing.
Yeah.
But the problem is I panic easily.
Yeah.
With healing.
But
so when things start going wrong,
yeah,
everything just drops.
Yeah, but the more practice you get, the better you do get.
Yeah, true. But yeah, no.
As a tank, I'm just very used to like, oh, I might die. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, as your healer, I object to that attitude.
Maybe I'll press my... The thing is, like, at least I'm not on a gunbreaker at the moment. Because I think you never want me to have, like...
I do not want the Superbolite incident again, ever. Ever. Good lord, her social is just... Does she, like, have some kind of problem with... No.
She had so many friends, or, like...
No, but her social trait just drops.
Mm.
It's insane. Like, she just had a person over and her social trait is already super low. What is this? I hate it. You are really loud typing.
I'm typing as quickly as... This is the thing, I don't even have a mechanical keyboard, but if I do like even the tiniest...
Yeah, you type loud.
I'm like... I apologize. I am that asshole, like I swear, like these videos you always hear is like people with a mechanical keyboard. I'm like, they have nothing on me when I'm just typing on a regular keyboard.
It's true.
I don't know, like... Okay, some people have like a really heavy walk, right? Like they stomp their feet. I guess I just stomp my fingers.
Yes, you do. Stomp your
I just... How do you type it out? Like, I think also my keyboard does require pretty hefty pushes.
Yeah, that's possible.
Which doesn't help.
Yeah, that is possible. Okay. Patience. We have, I think, is it all children today? Okay. This is fine. Today on Children's Hospital. We're swabbing children.
Yay, just do a good job.
Mm-hmm. It's like, please stop, don't miss. Great. We'll check your ears. Now we'll test your sample. Oh, somebody else is using that machine. So instead of just switching to the other machine, the AI will just cancel my action. Because of course it will. I can't perform a treadmill test on a patient because they're all children. Even this guy's a child. Oh my god. The children can't go on the treadmill. Which, you know, good. Ah, finally an adult. Get in.
Like, you don't work at the children's hospital, so really.
Yeah, well, I mean, children do still get sick in regular hospitals. Perform that treadmill test. Log sample analysis results.
Lady, you shouldn't walk like that on a treadmill.
Like what?
Oh, the way she was like with her arm at her back like that. Like, if you have trouble with your balance... Sorry, I was slightly behind, of course. If she has trouble with her balance, she'd be holding onto the rails, not
Well,
like...
yes, it's true, she should. They very rarely, actually. Very rarely do they hold the rails when they run on the treadmills in this game. It's unfortunate. Can I scan you in the X-ray? Yes, I can X-ray a child.
Oh, you can't put them on the treadmill, but you can put them on
Let's
the...
go, kiddo. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. More examination may be required. Okay, we'll get back on the bed.
Poor kid.
A different bed. Yeah, well, you know, we'll work with... check. Alright, okay. Okay, guaranteed. This child has bloaty head. That is actually quite tragic. Treat this child. Now I am going to check your eyes, small child. Then I will swab you. This is good. This is good. This is much easier, actually, than when I also had to mop the floors, as well as, like...
Yeah.
Funnily enough. I don't understand, actually, why it had me doing this stuff at the same time. Because the orderly is not doing the patient checking and stuff. The orderly is only making beds. Oh, and checking their phone. I guess the orderly doesn't care about promotion, huh? I mean, fair, I guess. Log the analysis results. Oh.
This is where I am your alarm, reminding you that this is almost 10:30.
No.
You can play more Sims tomorrow.
I know.
So then don't get all no with me. Just saying that we should start wrapping it up.
Did I not log the analysis results? Apparently not. Oh, I did. Whoops. No. Wait, no, hang on. Check this. But I've just got in the swing of things. It's great. What even am I actually at this? I'm a medical technologist. Next promotion, assistant nurse. Oop. No. Stay late. Gimme more time to click on things. Have I already swabbed this child? Yes. I can diagnose you, yes? Compelling diagnosis. Gas and giggles. No, I don't like that. You'd think that this would be fulfilling the social need, but no. Insane, huh? I'm gonna swab this child, and then I'm going to X-ray this child. Who doesn't love X-raying children, I feel like the receptionist should be doing something.
Yeah, I know, right? She's just sitting there, so I could do it a bit... pardon. Dear receptionist, could you please consider doing your job?
Yeah,
like, what are they doing? I was playing Farmville on Facebook.
Pretty
like,
much.
Back in the old days. Like,
pretty much. It does feel that way.
Okay, do Facebook games still exist?
I don't know.
I haven't been on Facebook for so long. I can't imagine they do because Flash is dead.
Oh, that's a good point.
Sorry, it was just random thought.
They were all... Wow, that's kind of nuts. I've got to swab this child for a sample. Excuse me, what are we doing? Oh, wow, Pomelo's still here. Pomelo, please. You sick again? Crikey. Oh, end of shift. Oh my god, she got promoted again.
Ooh, she is successful.
She is on fire, and you're making me stop this? Dude.
We've seen that dog there. It
Oh my
wants
god.
to go to bed.
Oh my god, make it the dog's problem. HTML5, is that what people use now instead of Flash? I mean, I know absolutely nothing about it.
No, me neither.
You can now check hotness. Hot. See, now you've got its attention. Can't just take casual photographs of the dog. Where's the thing? Severe patient condition. How much? Oh, well, she's making at least a little bit of money now. Next promotion, RN. Was that like registered nurse, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, and if she doesn't talk to someone, she's going to die. That's not. Papaya, jet, peach, chat. I guess you could also call up Pomelo and ask him how he's doing or something.
Yeah.
Since, you know, he appears to still... the fact that he's back in the hospital, like, 2 days later, it perturbs me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, work in 2 days' time. So, we won't be going back to work as an RN. This time round. It'll be another 12 weeks before we can get back to Strawberry.
Okay, do you want to continue for a bit longer?
No, I was just saying.
Yeah.
Terry, my knee is actually really, really sore. Maybe the reason I have knee issues isn't because, like, I've got bad knees. It's because the dog makes me sit in a really uncomfortable position. And I do sit there because it's the dog. I just want the dog to be comfy, even if my kneecaps are popping off.
Yeah, you also like this in the morning. No, I can't get up. Dog is comfy.
Yeah, well, the dog is comfy.
It's a whole thing. I have to be like dog removal service.
Yeah.
I have to like do like...
You have to like bribe them with candy and stuff. It's brilliant. It's for the dogs. And by candy I mean tripe sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And assorted dog treats.
Yeah.
It's often the only way to get the dog up in the morning. She has her breakfast, she goes outside, she comes back into bed, and she lies on top of me.
Yeah.
She keeps me in bed for another half hour at least. What?
Itching his ear.
Oh, he's scratching his ear.
I'm complaining.
Yeah, like, that dog is so dumb. I mean, I love him dearly, but when he's got an itchy ear, he just jabs his foot in there and then starts going like, ow, that really hurts, ow!
It's literally
But he
stop
doesn't,
hitting yourself,
like,
the
yeah,
dog.
Yeah. He doesn't scratch himself in the ear any lighter or whatever. No, he just jams his foot in his ear and then yells about it.
Yeah.
Dog's an idiot. Take a brisk shower. Then you mayst go to bed. Okay, at least one sim has been kind of successful.
It's true.
I mean, she can still only pay 2 more sets of bills before she's broke.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
And by fine, I mean that's really not fine. Actually, who are we playing tomorrow? Ow, ow, ow. I can't reach my book. Blueberry jam.
Ah!
So tomorrow we're going to accompany her to the science, mad science, I think, career.
Oh my
or just
god,
science career.
I am so excited.
Yeah, we haven't done that before. Because last time we played Strawberry Sundae, she crushed me PC.
Oh god, you're right.
Yeah, so I was kind of avoiding following blueberry jam to work
Yeah.
because I wasn't sure if my PC could handle it. But now We can, in fact.
I'm so excited. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably going to be much the same, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine it turning out any different. It's just going to be the same management game, but in a different scenario.
Yeah.
But I'm actually pretty hyped to check it out.
Mm-hmm. No, same.
My plant's got bugs. Spray.
So I was like, this is almost like your real life when you go out in the garden. It's like, oh no,
my plant's
green
got
fly
bugs.
again.
Yeah.
It's our biggest enemy.
Yep. Neem oil is my great friend. But that's the problem. We've got, like, I mean, this house has practically been built on an anthill. Like, there's been ants in the garden since I was a kid. They must just have, like, an entire city down there by now.
Mm-hmm.
But they bring the green fly.
Mm-hmm.
They farm green fly on my plants. There's nothing I can do about it. If the ants can get there, it'll have green fly on it. I still remember the one time when they were coming onto the kitchen windowsill, and they actually farmed green fly on the herbs I'd got on my kitchen windowsill. They were just in there milking me aphids.
I remember this too. You were fucking furious.
Just live it. Live it. Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Oh, wow. Everything's falling to pieces, huh? Wow. This is really... Do you not have a dishwasher? Oh, I didn't give her a dishwasher. I'll just wash her dishes in the bathroom sink while she's busy. Oh, handiness level 3. Don't mind if you do. Mop. Cool. Yes, reread that book, I guess. Then I guess you can chat with your friends or something. You do have friends, don't you? Yes.
I'm gonna tell you to start wrapping it up though.
Yep, that's fine. We can do it whenever.
Shall we call it a day here?
Yeah.
While she's talking to her friends.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. That's what you want, right?
Yeah. Well then, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We will be back.
Yes.
At around 7:30 GMT.
Yeah, 7:30ish.
Thank you for dropping by.
Yes, thank you very much. I can't think of anything else.
No,
Will you be doing art tomorrow? Or will we
yes,
just be
I will
The
be doing
Sims?
art tomorrow.
Ah, cool. Do you have a plan yet? Or
It's probably going to be dragons.
dragons? Fair. Good.
Yeah. Because I'm original.
Yeah.
Should be dragons. Don't know which ones yet. I have a couple lined up. So
Okay.
yeah. Hopefully your head will be feeling better tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it feels a little bit better actually already, which is good.
Good. This time I will also be drawing with a less injured hand, so
Ah, yeah.
hopefully I'll be able to do more. Anyway, enough blabbing on my part. Thanks everybody for dropping by.
Yes,
Thank you for people
thank
who
you very
check out the
much.
vlog in the future.
Yes. Thank you for
And tomorrow we're going to be sciencey in The Sims.
science time. We've had doctors, now we have scientists.
Okie doke.
And maybe even cake. For
Science
science. Science cake. Thank you very much. And we hope you all feel well. And we hope you all be well. Good night.
Bye bye.